It's better this week. Anyway, my name is Chris from the #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. Matter of fact, this has been a Heels for Life last 2 weeks. Last week we had the Enforcer. This week we have the producer, aka the co-founder of #Heels for Life, Mr. Ziggy the Beast. Welcome to the show. Once again on the pre-show, I literally just told everybody a little bit about you. I'm gonna give you your flowers, but once again, on behalf of #Heels for Life, thank you so much. Just thank you.
Problem,
Hold on, we gotta get your flowers. All right, so
appreciate it, bro.
This is about you. First of all, who is Ziggy? Who is Zach? Who is the producer behind #Heels? I know. I'm putting out I'm putting out the government names, but no,
that's funny.
I want the audience to get to know you, because it's like they see you, but then they don't see you. So tonight, it's like we are here to get to know you. So
I appreciate
go
that.
ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so born and raised New Orleans. I'm a Louisiana boy from the South, you know what I'm saying? I'm in IT. I'm a nerd. I was that guy in school that I can hang out with the sports guys, and then I can hang out with the anime nerds, and then I can also hang out with the people that do chess club. Like I was somebody that was one of those people that was like friends with everybody. Like I never really had beef. It's just how I grew up. Like love everybody, try to show the respect that you would like to be received in return. You put good energy out, usually you get that good energy back. I believe wholeheartedly in karma, bad and good. And that's how my whole mantra is made up. Be the change you want to see. I want to see good, so that's what I try to put out. So that's my whole mantra is like put out what you want to see. I can't complain about people being trash and then I'm trash. I gotta start with myself first. So if I want people to be good people, I gotta be at least attempt to be a good person myself. So
So you start
I
at
have
home, basically. You start
start
at
at
home.
home. I gotta make sure my house clean before I talk about Chris and these people and this person. I gotta make sure my house clean first before I start talking about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of interests. I love gaming. I love being outside. I like to touch grass. I like to go fish with my dad. My dad is he's a fish fanatic. He can go fishing every day if he could. I have to tell him like, bro, I'm busy. You know, I like to bowl in my spare time. Fun fact, my highest score in bowling is a 268.
Damn near
So
perfect. Okay.
yes, I have 3 custom bowling balls. That's something I do in my spare time. I like to bowl, to kind of clear my mind and stuff. I also I own a legit LLC business called
Oh,
Pelican Advertising Group.
okay.
We help content creators with consulting work. We do social media management. We build websites, stuff like that.
We
So,
got a question for you already. Mr.
about
Mad,
to say,
he asked, he said, what kind of video games you like?
if it's good, I play it. I'll play RPG games. I'll play shooting games. I'll play puzzle games. I'll play adventure games. But if you had to force me to pick a favorite genre, I'll probably go with co-op. I love co-op games. I love games that you get to play with friends to achieve a goal. Like if I were to name a game, I'll think like Borderlands, Destiny, games
Fortnite.
like that where it's like Fortnite. Me and Chris play Fortnite. Fortnite, that's like a PvP, but that's still the same thing. Like I like team aspect games, like different things like that.
Now,
Um,
now,
but yeah,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
in terms of wrestling, all right, go ahead. What you got? What you got, bro? My bad.
No, I was gonna get into
Are you
that
good,
other
bro?
side, but no, continue. You said wrestling games. Go ahead.
Now, when a lot of us are connected through wrestling, so though, and I've told this story on Heels for Life podcast, but the way I got into wrestling was my dad and my grandmother. My grandmother was a wrestling. It was almost like I don't know if she thought it was real or uh she got like joy out of watching wrestling. And as at 35 years old, I remember at 9, 10 years old watching my grandmother with joy exuberating from her body from watching wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
laughing, yelling, like just from wrestling, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically remember watching I'm sure y'all remember Too Cool, Rikishi, Scotty Too
Mm-hmm.
Hottie, and Grandmaster, right? Um
Mm-hmm.
and you remember at the end of bro, when I tell you you remember after they would win their matches or whatever, what would they do?
They
They
would
would
dance.
dance. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you my grandmother would crack up laughing at Rikishi dancing. I don't know what it was about Rikishi, but she
She
got
never
a
seen so
kick
much
out
ass in her
of
life.
she said,
That's
now
what
he
that
wrong. She'd be
is.
like, nah, he wrong for that. All that with his cheeks just out like that. What's wrong with him? And she just
Right.
be like tears laughing and like from the outside as a kid, watching like my grandmother like laugh and have a good time, like that
Mm-hmm.
gravitated me to that. I was like, I want to laugh, I want to have a good time. So I
Mm-hmm.
started watching it and then I started getting into it. And
Mm-hmm.
like the rest is history, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I actually was a WCW kid growing up from my dad. We channel flipped. We channel flipped.
Mm. So what got you into WWE? Like what set the tone for you to become a WWE fan?
Oh, WWE just, once the buyout happened, that was
That
it.
was it. Yeah, it
But
was like nothing.
it
It
was
was
still
nothing else.
good. It
Hey.
was still good, but my favorite wrestler growing up was Booker T. Like I tell everyone that Booker T
Mm.
was my favorite wrestler growing up. And the reason why, you can tell 8-bit this because we grew up watching this.
Mm-hmm.
That guy looks like me. And he's winning. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't losing, he wasn't a jobber, at least when I started watching.
Mm-hmm.
The dude was winning. And I'm like, man, this dude looked like me. It wasn't many of us on TV like that, so I gravitated towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Mm-hmm.
can't tell me y'all didn't do this as kids and then act like you had pyro coming up behind you. Like I did that as a kid. Like I thought I emulated Booker T and Stevie Ray
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, and those are my favorite. Like those legit most of my favorite wrestlers growing up, especially Booker T.
When you met Stevie Ray for the first time through our podcast, what was that feeling for you?
I was like it was like an out of body experience. It was just like, all right, I'm trying to be professional because I'm trying to produce the show. Of course, I was on the other side of things, but at the same time, I'm trying to remain professional. But the 2+ decade wrestling fan of me is
Mm-hmm.
like, man, this Stevie
Mm-hmm.
Ray, the the guy that used to run around talking about he gonna hit you with the slapjack, like
Mm-hmm.
the same dude that used to fold his arms and be booting everybody up, like the
Mm-hmm.
same Stevie Ray.
Mm-hmm.
The same Stevie Ray that used to tag with his brother, Booker T on WCW, going back and forth, buff bag with me. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like, and that's something I've been kind of holding on to because there's been moments where I'm like, I got other interests. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this IWC ain't it. Like, I can get into anime
Mm.
and I could just, do that. Like, I ain't got to put up with this toxicity. This is crazy. But I'm
We
holding
talk
on to those
yeah.
memories.
We talk about that on a daily basis, and we're gonna really get into that. Like, I don't know if you really want to talk about your military background because
No, we
you
could talk
do,
about all that.
because you do use your military background to, that made you the man that you are today. Because like you really
One
put
thousand
that in the
percent.
you put that in the podcast, you talk to us, and you be saying,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you need to, in order to get here, you got to be this way, that way, blah blah blah. And you know what I'm saying, and that's what helped me become a better leader, be a better content
Mm-hmm.
creator, because you know what I'm saying, like it's just like I say, your influence was very powerful, like in this last like 6 years, you know what I'm saying. So what things from the military like really helped you to be better than what you were yesterday?
And the military, I say every person, every successful person, or every person that that does good for themselves, they
Mm,
have had this moment, and I call it the look in the mirror moment, where you
mm,
have no choice but to look at yourself in the mirror and fix whatever it is you've been running from,
mm,
and face your fears and face whatever obstacles you've been running from. All procrastination, all the stuff you've been putting over is out the window.
mm,
Face it head on and then overcome it and then look. So the military had me face the fact, because I was somebody that, I didn't realize this, but I started to learn this. I was somebody that would not finish stuff that they would start. I would say,
mm.
"Oh man, let me this crazy idea I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump into this and learn it, and then I'm gonna learn the saxophone." My parents, I was blessed with very supportive parents. They
Mm.
bought me a saxophone. 2 months later,
You good?
I'm
Mm,
kind of out of that. Oh, I want to learn the piano. I
mm,
stick to it. 2 3 months later, I want to play. I'm gonna do. So that was me as a kid, as a teenager,
mm,
and it bit me in the ass when I got to college, because um I got to a point where I was on the brink of getting kicked out of school because of my
mm.
grades. So my
Now,
parents, okay, go ahead.
there's a question for you from Simply
Hmm.
Jamal. Um, First two-parter. First, we're doing a little like icebreaker or a little
Oh
interview
yeah.
with Ziggy, and then we're gonna get into the wrestling topics in a little bit. So yeah, be patient, everybody. I want this man to get his flowers, because once again, a lot of our community do not know Ziggy. They know of him, but they don't really know him like that. But I'm gonna ask this first question, or the second question.
Hmm.
He said, did you ever thought that you had ADHD?
I don't think I have ADHD, but there were some things that I developed from my time in the army, like I have some sleep issues. Like I'll just be up to like almost 3 4 in the morning, um, and like operate off of like 2 3 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I ended up going back to school, because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be up all this time, I might as well use this time for a good, and and boy wonder, I was in the Army National Guard for Louisiana.
Mm,
I was a weekend warrior, as they say. But there's a caveat to that, because I was part of the disaster relief unit for the state, and every time there was a flood or natural disaster, we would get what they call activated.
mm-hmm.
Well, y'all know in Louisiana we flood like for regular rainstorms, so I was always activated. So I was damn near full time army. But
Mm-hmm.
to go back to my point earlier about having to face my fear. So I was at the brink of getting kicked out of school,
Mm-hmm.
because I was not committed. I was procrastinating on certain things. I had to grow up. I was in my late teens, early 20s. So
Mm-hmm.
my parents were like, "We're not supporting you anymore. Like, you got to figure it out." And I'm like, "Oh crap, okay." So I tried to do that, and end up joining the army. I'm like, I'm gonna join the army once again. I'm gonna do this. I think this is gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is where things change for me, and where I kind of like the everyone has that moment where the switch flips.
When you found
Um,
out what you want to do, like you found
uh-huh.
your direction.
I
Mm-hmm.
found my direction. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember this moment vividly. I was at basic training, and we were doing the drill. It was like 1 in the morning. We were crawling in the mud with the barbed wire. Was in a little obstacle course. The
Mm-hmm.
barbed wire was over us, and they were firing live rounds, over us to like simulate, don't look up, keep your eyes on the goal. And I remember, I remember crawling through that, and I was like, I can't go home. I signed a contract, and I'm stuck here. And I remember like wanting to quit, but
Mm-hmm.
the army not gonna let you quit. Now you sign this contract, your ass gonna crawl across this field and do the next exercise we got set for y'all. So going through that forced me to grow up, and it taught me when you start something and especially if you sign something and you
Mm-hmm.
give somebody your word, you
Mm-hmm.
finish it. And
Mm-hmm.
that taught me pride. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love this, because the United States champ, it's a cool thing. But that taught me whatever you put your name on, whatever you start, you have a pride about what you do. And
Mm-hmm.
I started carrying that into everything that I do, and I started noticing at work. I started outworking people. I started getting promoted over others because that quality of work started going to the next level. It's a
Mm-hmm.
work ethic. It's a and you kind of make it your way of life. Um
And speaking of
and pretty
such,
much,
you
yeah.
are working on your masters, right? Because you've been really going after,
Yeah,
like, you've been accelerating, like, over the last two
bro.
years, 3 years. Yeah.
Bro,
That's.
I'm telling you, bro, I can't make this up. I went from someone that was about to get kicked out of college to going into the army, kind of getting my life together, and then, 10 years later, like, you know what, let me try this school thing again. Because once again, I didn't finish it. I started
Mm-hmm.
this, I didn't finish it. I got my bachelor's degree in October, and I graduated on the dean's list with a
Mm.
3 point. Thank you. With a 3.7 GPA. Somebody that these schools said is stupid, that can't figure out anything, that can't learn. I just had to learn that I just needed to apply myself, and I need to put pride in the work that I do. So never let anybody tell you what you can't do. Just you gotta believe it within yourself, within here. If you don't believe in yourself, then you might as well just don't even start whatever you got going.
You're not lying, because there were times I've wanted to do certain projects. I started and I didn't finish it. And Ziggy will always like have that conversation with me. He was just like, what I'm saying, we got to find a way to do this, get to this avenue. I mean, once again, this is like 6 years of me working with Ziggy, and I'm not going to lie to you. He's one of my
Facts.
best. He's one of the best, like, motivators that I literally had. And this is during my time as being a content creator for the last
This real
17
life,
years.
y'all.
Like,
This is not. This is a long. This is a long
we
journey to get
this
to
is
this
a
point.
long, right, because like when I met Ziggy, I was actually doing a show with Stevie Ray, and that's how he seen me. And then me and him got cool, and then he started coming on the show, and then it just turned into he came on the show, became a producer, became a co-founder, and like we're here.
Now we're on debates and
So
catering. Now we got.
yeah,
Now we
debates
got
and
sister
catering.
shows and stuff now.
Right. Because, like, Ziggy interviewed me, and this was
Yeah,
like, I
with me
think
and
this
Eight
was,
Bit.
he did that for me a couple years ago, and now I'm doing something for him. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I have interviewed a lot of people, and I haven't literally, like, sat down and actually talked to Ziggy about his background. And I'm like, I really feel that he does deserve his flowers because, he's one of the ones where you see him, but you want to acknowledge him, you want to get to know him, but it's like he's got a whole bunch of shit to do or whatever. So that's why we're doing this tonight. Now, let's get into the wrestling part. Now, you mentioned that you don't like a lot of toxicity, and we talk
Nah.
about this on a daily basis. What what stands out to you versus 30 years ago from you laughing with your auntie to now? Like what
Hmm.
changed?
I mean, we talked about it before. The main thing that's changed is uh it's a few things. The accessibility to the wrestlers. You
Mm.
remember, if you look at
Mm.
like our generation of wrestlers, what they always say, I didn't even know how to get into it. I would have to send emails, I would have to send my tapes. I didn't know you had to kind of pray that somebody watched it, but
Mm-hmm.
now you could just tweet somebody and just say, "Hey, at Triple H, I," and get
I
noticed.
hate your booking.
So one, accessibility, and then
Okay.
two, that's, I guess it's almost the same thing. Accessibility really is just the social media is everything is like how we're talking now. Social media
Right.
at it's in the palm of our hands. It's on, the like Drake said, Twitter fingers.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
this right here.
Right. Yeah, and it's like too much of that. So do you think it have gotten worse? Like especially with this AEW, WWE. Have you ever seen this? I mean, we had WCW back in the day. We
Hmm.
had ECW. We had TNA. We had all of this. We had all of these wrestling promotions. Have you ever seen it get this bad? Even with the
Yeah.
accessibility, did you ever
Nah.
imagine seeing this that we
No.
see on a daily basis?
Because, like I said, I grew up a WCW fan, and I still like WWE, but my dad mainly we watched WC, we watched a lot of WCW, but I
Mm-hmm.
remember going to school and my friends were like, they liked ECW or they liked WWE. It was just kind of like, oh, what happened?
But it
What they
was
do?
never that talk where you wanted to see
No,
a company die because it's not one of your favorite companies. You never had that
nah.
conversation growing up. Yeah, me neither.
Nah, it was kind of like, oh, what happened? Oh, yeah, I saw that part too. Or we're like chomping at the bit to talk with our friends the
Mm-hmm.
next day about what we saw on TV. It's not like, oh, did you see this? Did you see TNA? Didn't have anybody in the audience. It was more so talking about what happened at TNA, or
Right.
it's kind of, I don't know. It's very weird how people digest wrestling content nowadays. It's very interesting.
Now, how do you navigate through this toxicity? Do you just ignore it? Do you
Hmm.
just try to just get
Oh
through
yeah,
it? Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Do you pretend it's not
definitely
there? What's up?
yeah, I definitely ignore it, and just like whenever we go watch a Marvel movie, we
Mm-hmm.
actually believe Tom Holland, and we close our eyes and we think Tom Holland is really Spider-Man. Why can't we do that with wrestling? You know what? Let's suspend our disbelief. His house, Swerve's house really got burned. All right. All right. I could feel you those emotions. Oh, I would be pissed too. Oh, I'm getting into it. Oh shit. Look, I can't wait for this pay-per-view to happen. We do it with everything else. Why can't we do
Mm-hmm.
this with wrestling? Why can't we suspend disbelief with wrestling? We do the same thing with everything else.
Now, I agree with that like 100%. And it's like now that I went from a wrestling fan to I'm still a wrestling fan, but now I'm a podcaster. I'm actually deep in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
people have anybody asked you to take a bump?
Oh no.
Will you ever?
I have not taken a bump in the ring. The closest I've done is like, stuff in the army, like, hand-to-hand combat stuff, but not really like bumping in the ring, no.
So you have a martial arts background?
I won't say a background, but I've trained in, certain techniques and stuff that they teach you.
Oh, which
I
ones?
wouldn't
Like, is it like more so like basic, like the ones to
It's
like
like
defend
basic,
yourself?
like hand-to-hand, like how to detain somebody, some hand-to-hand combat, how to, stuff like that.
Okay.
I guess it'll probably be like a little bit of jujitsu, some judo, like takedown stuff like that.
Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, What is your favorite like wrestling style?
My favorite wrestling style. That's a good question. I've never been asked that before. My favorite wrestling style, I probably would say though, once again, high action, um, good story to characters. I grew up on WCW, like Booker T. I do like the showmanship, like Spinner Rooney, like stuff like that. Or The Rock, doing his antics in between the matches. Like I do like a little bit of showmanship in my wrestling. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with watching some strong style, some people just beat the crap out of each other too. Like I'm cool with all that as well.
So let me let
You
me
know,
let me reinstate the question because I know you wasn't ready for that one. So are you more
that was
so?
a good one.
I'm trying. I'm like literally thinking on the cuff right now.
I
So
know, I
like,
know what I know what you're about to.
so like, are you more so a casual fan? Like you just here
Hmm.
just to see the whole experience. You're not really concerned with the wrestling style. So like, tell us as a wrestling fan, like, what do you like? What do you expect? Like, how are you entertained?
You wanna know what entertains me, and this how I knew that I was gonna be like a producer or something like this. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed this as a kid. Y'all remember like the graphics and stuff? I was one of those kids that would I would download Titantron videos, or I would study like like how they do the match cards, and then the guys would do like moving graphics, and then they'll freeze like
Mm-hmm.
the moving graphic stuff. I like stuff like that, and I kind of wish wrestling would get back to like that feel of like the wrestling and everything like that. The hype videos, the trailers. I love trailers in
Mm-hmm.
video. In wrestling, I love the anticipation factor. That really gets me into it as well. But to directly answer your question, I would say I'm like in the middle. I'm not a casual fan, but I'm not about to go ballistic either. Um, I know pretty much all the moves. I can name all the finishing moves. I know some of the historical data of like, belt lineage and stuff like that. Like
The
I can pretty
vignettes,
much
I guess.
I love the vignettes and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the vignettes.
Okay.
But yeah, I can hold my own with the casuals, and then I can also feel like I can talk with like a Reese or like a light skinned Galgian that knows their wrestling. Like I feel like I could talk with them as well.
Mm-hmm. What is the one thing that wrestling got away from that you will want to come back? Like what would they what are what are we missing in professional wrestling to you?
Professional wrestling is it's almost like a society type thing. They're scared to offend. They're scared to offend people. Like it's wrestling. You don't have to toe the line. Like we want to see action. We want to see um risky, I guess is the word, but
Mm-hmm.
push the envelope. That's why people love MJF. He
Mm-hmm.
pushes that envelope.
Mm-hmm.
People like you know uh some people that might not like MJF, they say he's not this or he's not that, but the thing that he
Mm-hmm.
does that other people don't do is he pushes the envelope. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
people loved about the 90s, that everyone, why do y'all like the attitude era? They pushed the envelope.
So you think people became too much of a pussy? You really, excuse my language, so but do you really feel that they got really, really soft, especially in this generation? Because the reason why I asked you that, because there's a lot of delusion slash like I want all of the hardcore shit, but it has to happen in my company. It has to happen in my favorite acronyms. Do you really feel that a lot of like what's going on right now it's like more so people are afraid of change, or do you think it's more so like a tribalism type of shit?
From the WWE or company, like I guess in the WWE standpoint, when Vince sold to TKO, they were cooked from that moment on because they answer to
Oh.
them now. And then the S word that we always talk about, they're bound by that. Sponsors. So
Mm.
if Slim Jim say we not gonna let y'all put our name on those tables if y'all don't do this, guess what they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to do? Because that check cleared, they're gonna have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Do
So
you think that WWE really lost its identity like for the last 10 years or when they got absorbed by TKO?
I think it was already headed in that direction, but that like we were already doing this, but they went like this.
You think so?
They nosedive. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah. It
because
was
of TKO or is it because I mean because like I guess this is something like we really need to talk about. Like who is really responsible at the end of the day? Is it WWE? Is it AEW? Is it not A? Well, AEW. We could probably put that on there because it seems like there's a lot of counter programming. There's a lot that WWE just like
mhm,
the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing, or more so, the right hand is trying to pay attention to what the left hand is doing, but it's
mhm.
not paying attention to what it's doing itself. So it's like, what do you think might be the problem with WWE right
No,
now?
we've talked about this on the program. I mean, on the program. The
Mm,
problem is when and I'll tell you when it happened when
mm,
John Cena became the face of the company. What were the we always talk about these three letters,
ooh,
AEW, WWE, but they never talk about these four letters, TV, PG. That's what's been ruining wrestling, especially for WWE fans. TV, PG.
ooh. Okay,
No more bleeding. No more. Now I get the chair shots to the head thing. We don't want
right.
nobody getting messed up. Definitely be safe.
Especially with the
I'm
Chris
not
Benoit situation. Yeah.
right. I'm not one of those fans that's like, oh, F it, let them take shot. No, be safe. Don't hit each other in the head. That's cool. But
Mm,
TVPG is like, imagine, I think it was, John Cena and CM Punk. They're having a back and forth promo. This was like, now this is a recent example I can give y'all.
okay.
John Cena was doing he was doing a promo where he was almost reciting CM Punk's promo back to him. And everybody
Oh,
was
this was
like,
recently.
everybody was like, man, this was Chef's Kiss. And he messed
Ah,
it up with one thing, and it's because it's TVPG. He was like, and I did your promo better than you, your mother fudging. I'm like, ruined.
ruined. Mm,
Mother, you can't drop a pipe bomb and then end with mother flubbing or whatever he said. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
mm.
That's in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
So
He
I
said
think.
that, and I was like, "You had me, John," and then you messed it up with the. You can't be edgy with the kitty stuff. Either we gonna be kitty or we gonna be pick a battle. You can't
Do you think
You
that
can't be in the
do you
middle. You know.
do you think that WWE like really lost its identity when they turned to PG?
Yeah.
Because like honestly, I don't know what the fuck they are. Honestly, there's moments where they are rated R and then they're PG. It's like, what are you going to be today? You know what I'm saying? It's like more so the
It's a good
rated R
question.
shit. More so the rated R shit has went over to Tuesdays more than anything. I mean, you got like females
That's a good
that's like
point.
damn near butt ass naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? On the main roster, you got the Barbie dolls and all this other BS. So it's just like, I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, do you think that WWE is ever going to go back to what it used to be 30 years ago?
Nope. 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 Because I don't know if
And I'm
Ball
not even
Bro,
talking about the butt. I'm not even talking about the nudity and all that shit. I'm not even talking about that.
no,
I'm talking about the edgy shit, taking risks. You know what I'm saying?
nope.
Just being more putting on a presentation for the average viewer to watch. Because it just seems
Hmm.
like WrestleMania 17. We always talk about that, Ziggy. WrestleMania 17. Matter of fact, that whole buildup from fucking Survivor Series to the Royal Rumble to No Way Out
You can't
to
make
that.
this
I
up.
mean, 2001 was probably one of the greatest years in
He,
professional wrestling, and it's like every day I'm like, I can't wait until WrestleMania get here. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. You dream about it. You obsess about it. Now these days, I don't even watch the fucking programming. Dead ass. I don't even watch the programming. So someone asked this, and I think it was Darius. Cruising. Do you think WWE is doing too much cruising, to get to their pay-per-views? Because it seems like there's like every pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where they got too many sponsors. I don't know. And like CK said, it's a different era. Like we will never get the Attitude Era back. We will never get the Ruthless Aggression Era back.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's based on
We will
who's
never get
running
it
it?
back.
Because I really want to ask you about Triple H. How do
Hmm.
you personally, before we bring
No, what's up?
everybody up, how do you really? And I really want the honest truth. How
Hmm.
do you feel about Triple H and his booking?
And and I think he's in over his head, and he's starting to
Oh.
realize that okay, Vince has a lot of issues and a lot of things that we do not like about him, but
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things when you put that Infinity Gauntlet on, you didn't realize, oh, this is what all them stones. Oh, I gotta go to a meeting. Oh, wait, hold up, I gotta book the show. Oh, I forgot about Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, I forgot. And then you got this wrestler wanting to push. This wrestler needing this. This
Mm-hmm.
wrestler need this. Oh, I gotta get on a call. I gotta do a. It's the end of the quarter. I gotta do a quarter meeting. I gotta. At NXT, you was just a booker, and you had NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like we all work in corporate environments. I would think to some extent, it's like
Mm-hmm.
taking someone from a team leader to now you're a regional manager. It's like, oh, when you was on your
Mm.
team, y'all were great because that was your one team you had, and you perfected that.
Not team
And,
lead to a regional manager.
and
That's
now you're
wild
a
work.
regional manager. You don't have just your one team. You got to worry about this. These
And do
other
you,
teams, this other teams that was failing. Oh, there's another project that we want you to head. You got
mhm.
more than just your one team now.
Do you think WWE fans as a whole, do you think that they underestimated Triple H's booking and leadership?
I don't think they underestimated it, but I guess in a certain light they did because he did very well with Black and Gold NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and they expected that same grittiness to come to the main roster, and it didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen because the main roster. Do you see? Matter of fact, do you see Slim Jim tables at NXT? Do you see?
No. No.
You get a little
No.
bit more freedom at NXT to kind of
Yeah.
experiment with this. I think people got to remember too. Even though NXT is on TV, I get it to an extent. It does have to perform, but it is promoted as a developmental brand to my extent, to my understanding.
Now Matt said that he thinks that they overestimated his ability. Do you agree with that?
I think both underestimating and I guess overestimating would be the proper term. ELC, I think you're correct. Overestimated.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's starting to realize how handcuffed he is. I'm sure there's probably things he would like to do, but he can't do it.
Mm. Interesting.
I don't think all of it is his fault though. I think some of it is his hands is tied. Then you have the rock factor,
Oh.
because people complain because people comparing Vince McMahon and this. Vince McMahon was the end all be all. If he wanted to throw away the script 2 minutes before Raw went on air on USA Network, he
Mm-hmm.
could do that. And then who was going to tell him no?
Right. Right.
If Triple H wanted to do that, they're going to say, no. I know you want Ludwig Kaiser to do this, but we want you to have him as Americano or whatever. Or, no, we want you to add this segment in. Or you have other people adding in their thing. Now, I'm not gonna say he's innocent, but at the same time, he is compromised to some extent. So
So we got a question for me and yeah, for myself and yourself, Ziggy. So Darius asked, he said, "What do y'all think about everyone glazing over the tribal queef?" Hmm.
who
Um.
said who said that, Darius?
Darius said that. So Darius, once again, as a concerned WWE non-watcher, I don't give a fuck
Concerned?
about I don't give a fuck about Roman Reigns. And to be really honest with you, this is what I was afraid of. And that actually was one of the backdrop topics, actually, that I really feel that the bloodline storyline has ruined the WWE in the long run. And the reason why I say that is because WWE did not build any stars, with the exception of Jey Uso. Probably. I would say Jey Uso because Jey Uso was the one out of that group, the one that they were building stars,
That's
became a
true.
world champion. Sami Zayn is still being an Uber driver, going from destination to destination and trying to find out who is going to be his wife or boyfriend or what have you. So, and now they're still relying on Roman Reigns. They're still relying on him. Roman Reigns have not evolved at all after being the tribal chief for the last 4 fucking years. And WWE fans is still glazing over the same motherfucker that literally has held the championship for 4 fucking years. Now they got. I'm sorry for Braun Breaker, but his promos are boring as fuck. There are too many 2.0s and not enough original characters in WWE. This is the reason why I stay away from WWE programming because it's boring as fuck. By nine by by 8:45, I'm asleep. Last night, I didn't even watch Raw. I played Superman. And Superman was the shit. I'm not going to even lie. That was the greatest fucking 2 hours of my life. Meanwhile, you got motherfuckers talking about, oh, did you hear what the tribal chief said? Did you hear what Brian Bra-" No. Don't care. Don't want to care. Why? So my question to Ziggy, what do you think about the tribal chief?
I thought it was pretty good, and then after he dropped the belt to Cody, it should have been like kind of the end of the bloodline right there. Of course, maybe do one little thing at Backlash, but like after that, it should have been like a all right, everybody goes their separate ways and kind of like you build up the
Mm.
next greatest thing or whatever. But
And do you think that that was their biggest flaw? Because, like, anytime that you have a big star, and this is in every era that we have seen,
right,
right? In
of
the golden
course.
age era, in the new generation era, the attitude era. You know what I'm saying? We have seen stars get built around the main star, but for
Right.
some reason, you know, it was just all about Roman. And I thought it was all because of his sickness. They were just like, okay, we're going to treat him like a make a wish kid, and we're going to focus the attention on him.
Hmm.
And I just really feel that by putting just the spotlight on him, WWE have literally suffered. Not going to
Yes,
even lie to you.
and I do feel like he could have dropped the belt a few times in that run
Mm-hmm.
to build up new stars. I think that was the thing that kind of ruined, I won't say ruined. It's like you finally got Roman to the point that you wanted.
Right.
Congratulations.
Right.
But at what cost? I'm thinking of
Mm-hmm.
Cesaro. I'm thinking of, well, he's now Claudio now in AEW, but like all
And
these
being
people that we could
used.
have built up that,
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, everyone
Tony
talked about the
Storm. Yeah. Swerve
everyone talked about the
Strickland.
matter of fact, remember Kevin, speaking of Kevin Owens,
Mm-hmm.
he should have been WWE champion during that.
A
What was the one with the
long,
handcuffs?
a long
Remember the
time
handcuff
ago.
and Paul
Yep.
Heyman couldn't get they should have made the executive
Yep.
decision. Let's go ahead and give it the KO.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just like stuff like that. Like, and it's just kind of funny how Roman was the main one. And this is the stuff that we see because we've been around it for so long.
Right.
when you're trying to suspend, now this is from a fan perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to suspend my disbelief
Mm-hmm.
and I watch wrestling and I saw Roman as the big dog
Mm-hmm.
talk about Brock Lesnar being a part-timer, and then when you become the tribal chief, what do you then become? A
I, I
part-timer.
I seen you stumbling over that word, the tribal, the tribe,
Tribal,
tribal,
the trivial
the trivial
chief.
chief. Exactly.
And it's like you became what you hated is kind of weird, you know.
Correct. Exactly. Everybody, I want y'all to start requesting up because in a minute, about 2 minutes or whatever, we're going to wrap this up between me and Ziggy, and then me and Ziggy we're going to co-host with you
And it's
guys.
gonna
So
become the debate side
the
of
debate
debates and
side, yes. Because as a matter of fact, I want y'all to go. I want y'all to read this. So this is the topics that we're going to be talking about. If you guys want to write this on a piece of paper, that's cool because then that's probably going to be the last time you're going to see the backdrop. So this is what we're going to be discussing tonight, right? Did TNA drop the ball with Slammiversary? The hypocrisy is real in the IWC. How did we get here? Also, WWE slash AW fans, do you feel that you are cheating when you are watching other promotions? And also, the Bloodline storyline has ruined WWE in the long run. So these are the topics that we are going to be discussing this evening. And if you don't remember, that's fine. I'll just, we'll just,
oh
I'll
man,
let you guys know. But yes, it's going to be a very interesting
that's
debates and
funny as fuck.
catering. Um,
Chris,
yes, sir.
you like Marvel, right?
I do. I love Marvel and DC.
Did it feel like you were cheating when you watched that Superman movie? Because that's
Hell
DC.
no, no. Because honestly, to be honest with you, like DC was like my first love. Batman was my
I'm
first
just
like he was
telling you, bro.
my first superhero. Going around cutting robes and putting on the bat wings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Batman, Super. I don't really care for Superman like that. I don't because I think
But that movie
he's
was
soft as
raw.
fuck.
That movie was nice.
Listen, that was the variation that I always wanted to see. Les Luger was one of the most ruthless, cruelest human beings. This man tortured
As he
a
is.
dog. Okay, tortured a dog just to get to Superman. This man. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't talk about it. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Just know that Les Luger, eh, Luthor. I'm sorry, Les Luthor. This man is a variation no one is ready for. Because I wasn't even ready for this shit last night. I was not ready for
I'm
him.
letting
I wasn't
hmm
ready for him. I
Marvel.
wasn't.
And look, I don't want to turn this into a, but see, once again, we have multiple interests, but um
Yes. Yes, we do.
Marvel, you are on notice. Y'all better start coming out with some good movies because if DC keep this up, I'm telling y'all,
Question: isn't that the same dude that was in that was writing for Marvel?
James Gunn
Yeah. What
is
wasn't
his
he
name.
in?
Yeah,
Yeah. Wasn't he? I thought he was part of Marvel. He was writing
he
the
wrote some
whole.
Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was him because I could swear he looked really familiar. Hold on one second. I'm just changing this around real quick. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? I think I just need to bring somebody up. Hold on. Let me bring somebody up real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Bring up let's scan. Okay. All right. There we go.
He did Guardians of the Galaxy. James Bunn. I don't want to say his
So he
last name
quit
too many
Marvel, right?
times.
Yeah, he quit
I don't know if
Marvel.
he quit Marvel, but yeah, I guess he did if he's working on Superman.
Yeah, okay. So Boy Wonder said that now he's co-studio head of DC Studios. Oh wow. Oh, he
I'm
did leave
telling you,
Marvel. Oh, that's
I'm
why.
telling you, DC about to be raw. I'm telling y'all,
Dude.
DC about to be crazy.
Why
I
did he
will
Marvel better
leave?
get it together.
now I
Because
will
I
say
I'm so serious. I've never seen a DC movie like that. Even Superman 1 and 2, and I love them both. This movie surpassed both of them.
I'm
I'm
telling
not
you.
going to even lie to you. Like, and I love Superman 1 and 2. Batman, I love Batman, I do. But this movie has literally put every fucking DC before it on choke. I'm not going to even lie.
He's
Even
about to
Man of
he about to
Steel,
redo the DC
Look,
universe.
man, I'm here for it. I'm
hey,
sorry.
how y'all doing?
Hi,
Telling
what's
you.
up, bro?
What's up,
Look.
Ice? What's up, light
Evening,
skin? What's up,
y'all.
boy?
I always thought DC. I always thought DC was had the better TV shows, and I always thought Marvel had the better movies for a long time.
DC was good until that stupid Arrowverse. Then it looked
Yeah,
kind of like, eh.
yeah. So, fellas,
Mhm.
this is an open forum, so we're not gonna. I'm not
Man, we
really
got a
gonna.
lot of people talking about. We might need to do a comic book show,
I got to give
or
Ziggy
just
some crap right now because he was in the army.
Mhm.
yeah,
You
bro. I was
see
in the
my
army,
bio,
big
Ziggy.
dog.
You know I'm gonna give you some crap.
Yes, sir. We still in there, bro. You know.
So
Hey,
is that
we
so?
no
Is that
matter
a
what,
little
Prince,
like a
we still
little
gonna give each
rival?
other hell, no matter what.
So is there a little rivalry between the Marines and
Army,
the
always,
yeah?
always,
So look,
always.
there's always a rivalry, but we always see eye to
Keep
eye
it
when it
civil.
comes to the Air Force.
Got
The chair
you,
force, you mean? You
got
talking about
you.
the chair force,
I never
correct?
really understood that shit. I'm like, why are they so like? Because when
We
I
could be
seen a
going
few
back and
good.
We
forth.
we petty. That's what we are. We
Oh, I
petty.
know that. Oh yeah, dealing with him. Oh, that man, just this that man always throwing shots at me for some
I'm a
reason.
baby face on a heel show, sir. What do you mean?
Oh,
But no, but seriously. So NXT, I see you. I'm assuming you seen it, right? You seen NXT tonight, or did you?
Oh no, I didn't see it, but I saw some clips with the Undertaker and
and
Trick
Trick
Trill.
Williams.
Williams,
I saw
and then
NXT. It was all right. It was a all right show. It
what's her
didn't.
name, Mariah May. She got the drop on
She beat
Jordan
Wynn
Grace.
Sinclair, and then Jordan Grace tried to attack her. She because she was technically banned from the arena, but you know what she did? She ran through security.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
Yeah.
not Mariah, not Blake Monroe, Monica Monroe.
Oh,
Man,
that shit was so funny. Monica, yeah, Booker T called her
I
Monica Monroe.
I got to take on that, and I don't want to give my full. I don't want to give my full opinion yet, but it's like, bro, with
about
the
what?
Mariah May, but it.
Dog, give your opinion. What you
Yeah,
got,
I
go
bro?
know I'm
for it.
talking about because when people don't have their full run, she ain't even been in WWE for a minute now, but it's
Mm.
just the run right
It
now.
sucks. Just
Okay,
saying.
I don't want to be that guy that just because I want to let them do what they do with her
Just
before
say
I.
it sucks.
I know that you don't want to
I
be a
said,
tribalist.
just
I
say
know
it.
I
Just
know
say
that you
it.
don't. Yeah, I know that you don't want to be a tribalist. But after hearing somebody said this shit today, I mean, flat out just said this. He said that I don't like AEW. Flat out said I'm a WWE fan. So when he said that, I literally scrolled to somebody else. I just seen another video.
Nah,
And,
yeah,
and this is for the people that's watching us right now, the 24 people, and everybody continue to keep sharing right now. We're at 13.7K
Oh
likes.
shit.
Here's the thing. You can like what you like, okay?
True.
Don't lie to yourself, okay? If you don't like it, and listen, I am a pure example of that. If you want a motherfucking receipt, use me. Use my fat ass, okay? So, I don't like WWE, so I don't like WWE programming. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, well, I'm an AEW fan and all this shit. I'm going to make it simple for you motherfuckers because you motherfuckers are simple. So, I don't like WWE programming because WWE is not for me. Okay, it is for the 1%. The 1% is the rich white folks, the black folks that
hmm
loves to glaze the Roman Reigns, whatever. That is for them, not for
yeah,
me. I'm for I'm loving the wrestling. I can't deal with WWE. I just can't. Plain and
but
Oh,
simple.
this is my real
oh
I don't
my
need the
God.
long story
yeah,
about well I've been a WWE fan for all these years. Yeah, me too. What is your fucking point? You
yeah.
don't have a point. Go ahead, Ice.
You up? Well, I'll tell you, like I said, I don't like it, and what I see, and the only reason why because it's such a downfall for me because the presentation is like you go from being a the top star in AEW, close to Tony Storm, and you go over to NXT and not the main roster. Like your value is you perhaps got one of the greatest women's story in the history of women's wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to NXT and not the main roster. That's how you feel about yourself because you so
It's
desperate to go to
misnamed
WWE.
by Booker T.
Because you so desperate to go to WWE. Like, come on, man. Like that's our choice, but I'm just saying. I think it's a downfall, though. It really is.
It is. It is like from her to go from the one of the best storylines in women's wrestling with Tony Storm to getting misnamed by Booker T in NXT. That
Like
is a downfall.
like you're Mariah May. No, you're Mariah May. Like I feel like when people like I don't mind the like name changes, but it's like I ain't gonna lie, the way how WWE do like the little name changes, right? It makes you lose your. It's something about how the way they book you in a certain way. Like if they gonna
Mm-hmm.
book, like I don't know how they gonna book her, but
Look
like I
at
said,
Ricky Starks, aka
yeah,
Ricky Saints.
it,
Wow, you
yeah,
tried to
that's what I'm
shade
Perfect
saying.
that
example.
man.
It makes you lose your identity, like a
Loses
little bit.
aura.
Yeah, your aura. It makes you lose it. And
Now
I'm like,
let me ask you this before you
especially
go
with Finn
on.
Balor, and especially with Finn Balor too. Like,
Do you
bro,
feel that he lost his aura? I'm talking about Ricky Saints.
Yes.
yes, I don't feel that same
Hell yeah. I think he
that
has.
same star.
He lost some
Uh,
pop.
I
It's like,
disagree to an extent.
Go ahead, Z.
I feel like he already he wasn't on TV to begin with, so I already didn't care about Ricky to an extent anyway. So him leaving didn't hurt AEW to my no offense to Ricky, but like it's not like Hangman or somebody was leaving. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
really doing that anyway.
Damn, that's how you feel?
Has
What,
any of the
was
he
Ricky on
said he
TV
felt
before he
he was in a
left?
bad
No.
situation. He's like, I gotta go. They don't
That's
want
what I'm
me
saying.
here.
So I
So
mean, yeah,
he was
you
like, I
there's
can't
no
gotta
offense
hurt
to
go.
him.
Well, let's
you
go
can't
light skin.
hurt
Go light skin.
has any of the departures from AEW that have gone back to WWE hurt AEW in the long run?
No,
No,
Exactly.
No,
like
even
because
Cody.
the
like
ones that really literally went to WWE is either sitting in catering or they're in NXT.
But guys, you can't
Yeah,
hurt my program from catering.
True.
You
the
can't
food's
hurt
good
my
though.
ratings from catering. You can't affect the ups and downs of my show by telling me what type of stew is being made in catering.
yeah.
That's
You
just
mean,
point
Must be some
blank.
good ass students sitting catering there 13. Because shit, I don't want to sit in catering if I'm
I
not
mean,
doing anything. Just let
I
me sit
mean,
home then.
like, what have they done with Flat Phoenix? With
What?
Flat Phoenix. What
Oh,
what the fuck
he's
have they
not
done with
wrestled in a
them?
hot minute. Mm-mm.
Right,
Oh no,
and
he
then
just wrestled
Penta,
Friday. My bad, he did.
Yeah, he
He
teamed
just
Penta,
with
got
Penta,
booked up in Ray
Andrade, but
Phoenix.
I mean, yeah,
Penta
Yeah,
It's
is
like
basically
ain't Phoenix and Andrade together?
yeah,
Yes,
they're a
yeah.
they're
tag
the
team
number
now.
one
I
contenders for
just
the
forgot they
now.
SmackDown.
wrestled
They're
together.
the number one
Shit, I
contenders for the
forgot.
WWE
Where's
Tag Team
Dragon?
Championship.
Where's Dragon Lee?
Getting
With
beat
the
up
Now,
by
now,
LWO
Andrade.
sitting.
Oh, you know,
Mandy said this in the comment section. He said that Penta is a major star for how many minutes? 15 minutes?
no,
What
he's not. He's
what
not a
what
major
program
star.
is Penta a part of?
I
He's
don't
not a
know.
part of any program.
Exactly.
So
All
like,
you
how
know,
you gonna sit up here and go say that he's a major star when he's not even part of he's not even in the main event. He
I
was
Uh-uh,
the
think
I
main
he's
gotta.
event.
signed to
He was
Raw.
the
they
main
I
just
think
event.
he's
bought.
on Raw. That's his
They just bought
brand. I think he's
Dragon
Raw.
Lee back. They just bought Dragon Lee back, and now he's in a program with the fake El Grande Americano.
I need to ask if Ray,
Shit is so
if
bad with
Penta,
Kaiser playing Grande. That is so bad. I was
if
like,
Penta
really?
is this is Penta is this large superstar. Anybody remember Penta's PLE win?
No,
No.
because he hasn't had one.
Good.
And then the crazy thing is both
Nah, he
brothers
ain't got
lost
one.
at WrestleMania.
Both brothers have never
Both.
won at a PLE.
Okay, so let me I almost forgot where I was. Okay. So Manny, you said that he's one of the major faces on Raw. Why is he not in the main why is he not in the main picture?
If you're the
He
main
is.
Sir.
face
Like
of
when you say
Raw,
one of
you
the
are in the
faces, one of
main
the
event, you
faces,
are
man.
on TV consistently. Penta has not been on TV consistently.
What
As far
are
as
you
I'm concerned,
doing?
Penta is getting beat up by the big meaty nipple committee.
You
And
know
that's
what?
all we know him for right now, getting beat up by Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed almost every other episode.
Oh
That's
wow.
all we've seen from Penta. Every time we see him, that's what they're trying to say. He's incorporated in that story with Seth. It's not a story if every time we see you, you catching Nike prints.
What about
Yeah,
the
and
people
now
that would
he's
What
not
What about
even.
the people that would have said that WWE would have been damned if they do, damned if they don't? Like, if they put the Intercontinental belt on Penta, like when he arrived, then they would have been like, "Oh, they just gave it to him because he's from AEW. Look at him." So
Hmm.
it's like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
do y'all think
Yeah.
about that?
And Penta's
Yeah.
not even in that. Penta's not even in a. He's not even in that storyline with Seth and them anymore because Seth got injured. Now it's Roman and Jay.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so over that.
I
Like
yeah.
I'm
I feel
over
like,
that.
but no, I feel like the only people that's really well, I think the only person that really benefiting, and I think fitting the WWE model right now, I think Ethan Page, and I think he's gonna be like more like he would be
Yeah,
more like a Miz when he go to the main roster. He would. I think he
Ethan
would.
Page is pretty. I would
Oh, and
say that
they just gave him a custom made title tonight.
he's doing decent.
Yeah, I think he's the one and that's cool. I feel like he fit that model. I think some people just don't fit the WWE model though.
Let's go back to this the one question that
That's a good
I
one,
asked
Ice.
Ziggy earlier. Do you think that TNA dropped the ball on Slammiversary? Because this is something that we have been talking about. Well, I mean, people have been talking about on social media, and I really want to ask the
Yeah,
panel.
I don't think they did.
Okay. What's up, Jody? If you want to come up, come on up. I just really feel that in certain areas they dropped the ball.
Okay,
Why
that's a more appropriate answer. Yeah, in certain
now?
areas. Yeah.
Why did I'm sorry, but AJ Styles came out looking like a big brother, and hugging the little brother and say, "Hey, the torch is yours now. Now I'm passing it on to you."
You got the
I mean,
juice now.
instead, right? You got the juice now. And then you got one of the hottest fucking stars in his home state. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Santana.
Oh, Mike Santana.
Mike
Yeah,
Santana. Why the fuck you didn't give him the belt?
that was a miss on their part. I
Yeah.
agree.
You
It's
Y'all
gave it to a
agendas.
goddamn Booker T.
I
Timu.
completely agree.
Y'all do
Like,
know they were supposed to do. They were supposed to do. AJ was supposed to do something with Frankie Kazarian, and WWE pulled that at the last minute.
Hey, it's
I was
agendas.
cool with AJ
That
doing that though.
look, that main event is full of agendas. That's it. That's all.
That's also true
Because
too.
they don't. Because WWE doesn't want one of their main roster stars going over to TNA.
wouldn't it been better if it was TNA that was dominating WWE?
yes.
I think. Thank you, Jasar. I think it would have been better television if TNA was dominating WWE instead of the other way around, because it seems like and this is the reason why WWE cannot work with other promotions. It
Nope.
always have to be WWE on top. They always have to be the top. They don't want to be the bottom.
They
Okay?
can't be the bottom bitch.
Period. So this is the reason why I think that TNA really dropped the ball. It could have been big headlines for Mike Santana, but instead they wanted to go with the Booker T Timu. And I just really feel like it was a letdown for me. Like, because I was really into the pay per view. The pay per view was dope. I mean,
I thought
great,
so too.
great moments, but it just
Yeah, like
I'm not here for it. Yeah.
Slamovich should have won too. I would have had her win and be the double champ, and then people would have been like, who is this? I need to check this out. Who is this lady that beat JC Jane and dropped her title to? And you want to create intrigue. You want to create
Yeah,
questions for people to want to go seek
that's
out answers,
Yeah.
and they didn't do
that's
that.
not a good look on TNA to have both of your top champions
That's
be
not good. I
NXT
agree.
stars.
That's not a good look at all.
It's not.
And and then Manny said that you believe that they're preparing an invasion angle between TNA and NXT. Baby, let me tell you something. If you wanted to do that, you should have did that from day one. Okay, that could have continued for 2 years. I mean, you put the fucking tribal chief for being a champion for 4 years, so you can do an invasion angle for like from day one. This is called booking 101. If you are going to do a partnership, then do it in invasion angle. Do that. Okay? Instead of poaching and being like fucking brainiac and stealing all of these stars, this star, and talking about, well, they always wanted to go to WWE. I don't believe that bullshit.
This is
Because
not a
I know
partnership.
that money talks. I get it. Totally get it.
Like this is not a partnership, and it's just like when is TNA going to benefit from this partnership? They're not.
This is about as much partnership as somebody getting flued out by P Diddy. I said what I
Yeah.
said.
Mm.
I said what I
I'm not
said.
gonna.
It feels like they're the
Fine.
third wheel of the
No.
date. They're the third wheel of the date. They're like, nah, we're
They
gonna
don't even
turn
feel
you
like
around.
that. I mean, even the third wheel at least get some play.
I saw
You know?
I saw a comment. They said why Trick Williams can't win, but Kenny Omega can win.
And then,
In
oh, go
comments.
ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I saw they said why Trick Williams can't win the TNA World Champion, but Kenny Omega can. What's the difference? It's
Because
a
it's
lot.
not their favorite acronyms. That's why.
So y'all not seeing what WWE is doing with TNA. So what is one of the things for the people that watch Slammiversary? What is the thing that came up on the bottom of the screen that they said that they reached, and they're gonna say due to our partnership with WWE, we reached Then it said that they reached their largest gate, or they had some sort of milestone, or
It's a talking point for WWE,
Largest
basically.
attendance for their North
Whoa,
American
whoa, whoa,
shows.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that was
and then they're
nothing.
gonna say they got
7,800. Yeah.
yeah, and then they
Wait,
got
wait. Light skin wants to stop. Go ahead.
They reached their largest gate. TNA has not drawn a crowd over 7,000 people since their entire existence. In 23 years, that is the thing that we are missing here. They drew their largest crowd. Meanwhile, AEW has been drawing large crowds in 6 years. Drew their largest crowd in North America. They drew 81,000 over up at Wembley. They've been around less time in TNA, and TNA has been able to draw a crowd for over 7,000 people. And in that same venue, AEW drew 1,000 more. So as far as I'm concerned, it's just a talking point, and they needed WWE's help to do it. More
Yeah,
power
there
to
you
them.
go.
But then
Give them
that
credit
also,
for it.
but
I
then
give
that
them credit for it. But at
but
the
then that
same
also
time,
add more of the toxicity to that Denard.
I know it adds more to the toxicity, but again, do you expect people to actually think logically and cognitively? Hell
Not at
no.
all.
And then they're saying they're in TV talks now too to get a TV deal or something like that.
Do they?
So
Here's the thing.
we had our attendance record, or not attendance record, but whatever it is, and then now we're in talks to
Are they
get back
going to
on
bring
TV.
WWE people with them on TV? Because that's the only way that they can get a TV deal.
There you go. And that's the only way. That's the only reason why I'm frowning on this,
Right.
because WWE like stars is going to play a factor in this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the major champions. The major champions are NXT stars. They're not even contracted to TNA. So that's why I'm a little bit just kind of confused. And like I think Joe said this. He said with controversy brings cash. He said when you do that, people are going to be talking. But for us, it's like we're kind of wondering, like, okay, so is WWE going to swallow up TNA? I'm just waiting on the acquisition. I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, it's
You
only
said
a
it
matter
like
of
that.
time. It's only a matter of time.
What?
And
The
this,
fuck?
I'm at time. Yo, listen,
What's up,
like,
bro?
what's up? And I've seen a couple of the
What's up,
comments
Barbara?
saying that, oh,
What's up,
everyone's talking
Jody?
about TNA. Everyone's talking about TNA. Yeah, majority of it ain't good. Just because they're talking about you doesn't mean it ain't good. Because, like you said,
True.
Chris, like, yeah, the pay per view was dope, but what does everyone remember about the pay per view? How it ended. How it ended. Like, it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you ended the show with Trick winning, and here's the thing, like, yeah, oh yeah, they're getting a great they're getting exposure. Like, yeah, it's none of it is good right now,
Man.
and I don't care what anyone says. I have a theory on who's the president of TNA? This Carlos Silva dude.
Yeah.
He ain't in charge of jack shit. Okay, you know what he is? You ever seen the movie Ziggy? You ever seen the movie Casino?
Yeah.
You ever seen the so here's the thing, like, it was actually like Robert De Niro who was like running the casino, but because of his criminal history, he couldn't be the guy officially who ran the casino. So they got Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Pollak's character, kind of like the straight button up dude, to be the official like head of the
The
casino.
face.
The face, yes, that's what Carlos Silva is. He is the face.
Wow.
He is not making. I guarantee you, he is not making any decisions. He is just the
Mm-hmm.
the the how do you
The
say this?
Jack
pawn.
Tunney.
He's the pawn. He's the face. Like, he's the one that'll do the interviews. He'll say all the right things, but
He's the
he ain't
figurehead
deciding
in the
shit.
he's
football,
a
bro.
he's
I
a
got
pusher.
And
you.
then the
He's a pusher.
crazy thing
Yeah.
is, to add on to your point, Bob, bro,
That's the whole point.
the credits. The
Yeah.
credits.
hmm
You've seen who were part of the credits. Triple H and
uh
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And
And
refitting.
remind you, that is not a WWE program. That is a TNA program. So why not, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Why in the fuck do you got
They're gonna get
WWE?
producer credits regardless because they got their names and everything.
That's bullshit. That's still
Yeah, it is.
TNA. That's like I'm what?
Chris, you saw who got sent out today?
Who?
Eric Bischoff. You saw he got sent out today, saying TNA. He has the chance to be the #2 promotion on aerial.
Man, fuck that bitch ass nigga. That's like, I don't
No.
give a fuck about him.
Oh
No,
yeah, we
man.
I
see
Hey,
that.
care about his ass. I mean,
Listen.
that motherfucker is a goddamn glazer. Until your ass actually get a promotion where you can get 5,000 instead of 500,
right.
then you can come back to the table and talk. Until then, shut your bitch ass up. Cause
No.
I'm so tired of fucking Eric Bischoff. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm just gonna say that. I
Yeah.
said
Did you
because
want to say
obviously
something? What's
your
up?
promotion with fucking Hulk Hogan did not play in your favor at all. It didn't. I said because number one, your good days are behind you. Okay, so all that fucking glazing that you and the bitch ass WWE fans be doing, shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear you.
Yeah,
Tell us how
Chris,
you really feel.
Did
just real,
Chris,
real.
you know what's the funny part about that
did
promotion? They
I'm
found
sorry.
a streaming service is Fox Nation is doing that wrestling
Jesus.
crap. Fox Nation.
And then you
a
want
MAGA company.
bruh.
Yeah.
I'm done. I wipe my hands
Let's
with that
Yo,
shit.
let's let Jody jump in. She didn't speak yet.
Hey Jody, what's up, girl? She went on Cuppy Cup. I think she got. Oh, never mind. Hi,
I'm
Jody.
here.
Hey, Jody.
Hey,
I'm sorry for my cussing and my vulgar language. I'm sorry. I'm just
you
irritated right
ain't
now.
you ain't sorry shit. Get the hell on.
Exactly. I don't know why he told all them
I'm
lies.
sorry. What's up, Jay? What you want to talk
why
about?
the
Lying
fuck
like
you
hell.
I know.
lying?
Sorry.
I'm gonna say this. I think the partnership with TNA with WWE is a little bit more beneficial than how it was with AEW and TNA. Controversy take. I think that it's more exposure because of WWE being a larger company than AEW, 6 years, 7 years in. So I understand the discourse as far as people being upset about, having two NXT people as champions. But I think I was saying it in the comments, it's going to be something like an invasion or like a war games where we're bound for glory they're going to win back the titles. Should it wait till all the way October? No, but I think this is the long game that WWE likes to play. They're going to do the same thing with TNA. So I think this is what's
The
going on right
the
now.
So we're gonna
problem
have a 2001 type of invasion. I'm not here for it.
the
No,
the
Sorry.
the,
no,
the
no, I get
problem
it.
there, Chris, here's the problem
What's up?
with how TNA ended Slammiversary. Like WWE can get away with like not giving you the payoff to your big show because they have over a 50-year like track record of, yeah, they won't give you the payoff, but down if they'll play the long game and
Mm-hmm.
the wait will be worth it. Even in the
Mm-hmm.
sense like what AEW did this year, like with Swerve not winning at Dynasty, a lot of people were pissed off, but a lot of people stood with them because even though, yeah, they've had their gaffes in the past, they have a better track record. And guess what? We were there a couple weeks ago, and the
Mm-hmm.
wait was worth the payoff was worth the wait.
It
You
was.
what can you point out to me in the past 10 years of TNA or Impact that we are supposed to have confidence that in 3 months time at Bound for Glory, now it's Santana went from perform the chance of winning the belt in his hometown, the largest gate in TNA history. And
Mm.
now in 3 months, you're going to Lowell, Massachusetts, which is 45 minutes outside of Boston, a smaller arena. They're going to have a smaller crowd. And am I supposed to believe 3 months from now
What's up, AJ?
he's going to be as hot in 3 months as he was this past weekend?
No, no.
And I'm sorry,
To the
it's
point.
because of the three letters TNA. What confidence should any fan really have in TNA that they're gonna do right and they're gonna make this all make sense? And here's the thing: like, I don't fault AEW for how the partnership went with TNA for a couple of reasons. Number one, they were barely a 2-year-old program at that point
Mm-hmm.
in time, and also
Mm-hmm.
it was during COVID as well. So I'm sure like a whole lot of like logic. It was a logistic nightmare. I'm sure at that time to just put on a basic television show. And listen, Tony Khan was like it had zero experience at the time, so I'm not gonna go like come out hard as him like for how the partnership went.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. It's growing pains, it's learning experience. WWE should be able to put on a better partnership with NXT and TNA. That should be like no brainer, no sweat for
Right.
them. But like I said, you had think of it this: we had two pay-per-views this month, like All In and Women's Evolution, that they ended the show giving the ultimate payoff for all the fans, the great feel-good moments. Hangman winning the title, and then Naomi cashing in Money in the Bank, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's like TNA saw both those two highs on the same weekend and was like, let's do the exact opposite and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that frame of thinking because, like I said, if they had a 50 to 60-year-old history like WWE has,
Mm-hmm.
where they have a loyal fan base where they could get away with it, and make them play the long game. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But this is fucking TNA. What confidence are am I supposed to have that they're gonna do right and be good for the long term? Like,
Mm-hmm.
LOL TNA is not just something we made up. Whenever they take 2 steps forward, they always take what 5 steps
5 steps
backwards,
back.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, like people keep saying in the comments, like, oh, they're talking about TNA, they're talking about TNA. Yeah, majority of it ain't good. Not all
Right.
news is. I know it's the old saying like all news is good
All
All
news
news,
ain't
whatever.
good
press is good
news. Yeah.
press.
Yeah, all
Mm-hmm.
press is good press. I'm like, yeah, but you're TNA, and like I said, that dude Carlos Silva, he ain't deciding jack shit. That was a WWE ran pay per view this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is with a fake injury to Trick, taking like 20 years, like selling on the outside. Daydreams in the comments. I told him when we were in the live chat that night. I was like, watch, he's faking the injury. He's gonna push out Santana. He's gonna steal the victory. Exactly how it happened. And I'm like, that's how you end your show. It's like, you know,
Let me
what?
let me let me say this.
Yeah,
You see how we're talking about Slammiversary? If
Hold on, sis,
NXT,
real quick. Hey, Ice, can you drop down for a second because Daedrin want to come up? I'm gonna bring him up real quick, and then if I get another box, I'll let you back up.
All right.
All right, brother. Go ahead, sis.
All right. So you see how we're talking about Slammiversary and we're talking about either the negative or positive. If Slammiversary didn't have, or TNA didn't have a partnership with NXT and it was just by itself, would we still be talking about it how we're talking about it right now? Probably not. So whether it's a negative or positive, it's still going to work out for them in the long run. And just like how we saying Bound for Glory is in a little part of Massachusetts. Remember, it's not that far for people to drive up to from New York, New Jersey, wherever to get there, right? So, and then we're also talking about the card. We're not talking about we're not only talking about, let's say Mike Santana going for the title with Trick. We're also talking about the Dudleys and the Hardys, supposedly. So they're building up a card right now. Chris, please don't fix your face. Fix your
I'm
face
I'm
right
making
now.
a similar face to Chris. I'm just being
But
honest.
we have to look at it in a long run right now instead of looking at it in a negative way. Because if TNA was just doing it by itself, we would not have this conversation. We would truly not have this conversation.
Sis, the
Are
reason why I'm looking like this because number one, this is not 2021. Or excuse me, 2001. I don't give a fuck about Bubba Ray, and I don't give a fuck about the one more match. Number one, where in the fuck was where was Kuta Kente at?
he was home hearing about the match at the same
We're
time
Testifying.
we
not
were.
gonna. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Where was Kuta Kente?
I,
Was his foot chopped off? I'm like, what? Why was he not there?
Kizzy
Like,
didn't
I
give
mean,
him
the shit
permission
was
to come out.
weird.
it was weird, but what are we doing right now? As we're all talking about it on a live.
Yeah, because it was fucking stupid. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why I'm talking about it.
No, it's not only because it's stupid, it's
Yeah.
because there's other things that we're expecting out of this. Because if it was just plainly stupid, we would not be talking about it. There's something that we're expecting out of this partnership that we
Yeah, we're
probably,
expecting WWE to buy him out.
I'm not expecting WWE to buy them out. I'm expecting an actual partnership. So
Baby. Okay.
let it land. Let it land. Let it land. We got
What
some
has
time.
WWE given us over the last decade that would leave us to trust them in this current endeavor? I get where you're going. You're going in good faith. But what has WWE given us to earn that faith? If you want me to give a writer credit for giving us great stories, usually you have to have receipts behind that to tell me, hey, sit back and wait. You see what they did before. What have they given us to earn this trust?
Let me go before you answer, Jody. Let's go to Daydream and then Light Skin. Go ahead, Daydream. Welcome to the
Thank you
show.
for having me on. Yes, I know. I'm always a joy being here. The thing is with Mike Santana not being crowned champion, and I learned this from Jim Ross. Oh man, what was the other one? Stone Cold Steve Austin and a few other ones. Is that when it comes to professional wrestling, when the iron's hot, you cannot play with it, and we'll put it on another day. The major reason why is because of injuries. You don't know if somebody can get injured on the way there. Case in point, going back as far as 1990, Sting was supposed to face Ric Flair. Was that Wrestle War? He tore his Achilles. They had to push it back to Great American Bash, which it was substandard because he wasn't fully healed, and they had to put the title back on Ric Flair, which you know how that played out. Fast forwarding 2023, Adam Cole was supposed to beat MJF. What happened? He broke his ankle. And look at where he's at. You know, he's dealing with concussions and everything. So that's the major reason when you have someone, when you have that opportunity, you have it hot, you cannot postpone it because that opportunity cannot come. It's not guaranteed that it will happen again. And if it does happen again, it's not going to feel the same. And of course, professional wrestling is all about feeling in the moment. It's a combination of everything that has to be right. And this past Sunday, it was right. And the general consensus from people that have covered TNA for years not just this year, but years, is that they have a reputation of doing this, of sticking the landing and then going 3,000 miles right and then going straight. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? This is easy. So, I mean, the major reason is, man, I'm hearing an echo. Um,
You good? I don't
I'm
hear
good.
alcohol. Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, it's the injuries. You know, God forbid nobody gets injured, but things happen and you can't take a chance. You know, it's God forbid. Let's say this scenario, if it does happen, I don't want it to happen, but if it does happen, let's say Trick Williams gets an injury or Mike Santana gets an injury. Now what? Now that gets pushed back. So what's a better scenario? Mike Santana being a champion and then dropping the title, or Mike Santana still being in a situation and having to wait a few more months to become champion?
Anybody can
That's a
answer?
scenario. See, it's a tricky thing, and when the iron's hot, you gotta strike. You can't play around with it because the opportunity, it's not guaranteed that it'll come back.
That's exactly what AEW did at All In, and that's exactly what they did at Evolution with with Naomi. I mean, especially with it being the first women's only pay-per-view in what, 6 7 years. Like they took advantage of the moment and the opportunity where all the eyes were on them. In that day, and like you said, there's no guarantees what's going to happen 3 months from now. Like I said, unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game. We found that out the hard way, Chris. With Adam Cole, that with the concussion. So it's crazy. Like literally a couple days before the pay per view, it happened. I mean, it's life happens, but like I said, it was right there, and just strike when the iron's hot, and then figure it out after that. Because here's my thing: like if the only way for this partnership to be successful is they have to land a TV deal. It has to be something significant, because if they come away from this partnership and they don't land a significant TV deal where it's not even comp on a real network, a comparable net, not a streaming service or whatever, nothing on Tubi, like something that where the most eyeballs can be watching it, then this will be all for nothing right here. And I'm sorry, like you say invasion angle, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at both rosters right now, and it's like, what am I to be excited for a invasion angle between both of these rosters? If we could just be perfectly honest, like I mean, look at look at the top guys between. It's not like if we did an invasion angle between AEW and WWE, where the star talent of both rosters is fucking stacked, where
Man.
it would be great.
Oh
But now
God.
it's like
Oh God.
now it's like,
I
I'm
no.
sorry.
I just had a
That
thought,
will be
man.
dope.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Bro,
That
I
is
just
a
had a
wrestling
thought.
fan's wet dream. Okay? That is a
You,
dream
you
that I need to come true, but
So Chris,
it's not gonna happen.
let me ask you this real quick, Chris. Like, so yeah, an AEW WWE invasion angle would be a dream. What would you call an invasion angle between NXT and TNA? Yeah, goddamn nightmare, in my opinion.
It's pointless because there's really nobody on the roster that's.
the West
I mean,
Side
who
Story.
who who who's
Who
on the
like who
roster?
who from TNA is gonna show up on NXT, and we're gonna be, oh my God, it's such a like, because here's the thing, we've already seen the big stars from TNA show up on NXT. We've seen Masha, we've seen Joe Hendry, we've
Mm-hmm.
seen Mike Santana. There's no one else. There's who else from TNA is gonna cross the line and be like, oh my God, I need to check. And same thing with NXT. Who from NXT hasn't already crossed over to TNA television that we're gonna, like, they've already done it to the point where an invasion would be pointless, because we've already seen the characters from both sides like interact with both shows. So if they were
Correct.
gonna do this, they should have done this back, like, at like
When
Winter
From
it
day
last
started.
year,
one, right when it
from day
Yeah,
started.
one.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
and that's the.
they
Oh, go
already
ahead.
had
Go ahead.
they already had Dark State was already on TNA. They already had the system was on NXT. Like,
They already had Moose. They
I
already
don't
had Moose in
understand why
NXT.
Darkseid even lost.
I'm not even knocking any of that. The reason why I don't think an invasion is going to take place, how do you invade when you've already made all their top talent look weak?
Oh,
You've literally
That's a perfect
down
example.
most
he
of
ain't lying.
TNA's top talent have already been made to look trash in comparison. Why would I want to see a person who can't hold their own company's championship at a pay-per-view of their own company come and invade my show? Now you're just bringing your trash from across the street to my show?
Huh?
That's that's the worst part. Had they made them not look subpar, then yes, an invasion would have been a
Yeah.
great storyline. Had you not had your at the time TNA champion go to WrestleMania and look like a 30-second jobber from Name Your City Here, had you not made every other top tier champion you have come over to a Tuesday show that half the people who were in there didn't even know who they were and lose, had you not given away your top tier championships to a person who half the NXT fans honestly don't even know how long JC Jane been there, but yet now she's a double champ. You made the talent in the company look weak and subpar. So how can they now invade you and it be a realistic storyline that a nerd like me would even pay attention to?
Also,
I just
remember
want to
this,
say this
Chris.
too. I just want to just kind of jump in because there was one part that he did leave out. You know, half you motherfuckers didn't even know that TNA even existed until that partnership. How do you call yourself real fans and you didn't even know that you don't even watch TNA? That's the
They hardly watch
that is
NXT.
the gag. And,
It's been
Majority of
statistically
WWE
say
fans, they
proven.
that
don't
again, please.
say it again. Say it again.
Say it again.
It's been statistically proven by the ratings that more than half their audience from Raw and SmackDown watch NXT. Like less than it's what is it? It's like 700,000, and of course Raw gets 1 million. And
Oh,
like more than half their audience don't watch NXT.
If you don't even
Like
watch
think about it,
NXT,
Chris.
this is the reason
Think about this,
why
Chris.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
questioning this fandom with WWE. I mean, y'all so moist. Y'all have all these wet dreams, but then when it comes to certain situations, it's like, well, don't you watch NXT because you know NXT is part of the WWE brand, right? Don't you? Did you ever watch TNA? No.
And
What is that? You know they're part of. They're in bed with WWE, right? You do understand it. Go ahead.
and
Go
here's the
ahead.
thing, Chris. Here's the thing. I watch all three: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and you know I've said it numerous times on your live. The most energetic, enthusiastic, punctual brand in WWE is NXT, not Raw or not SmackDown. It's NXT. It is the most enthusiastic brand that you could sit down. Man, okay, they're making a concerted effort to make the wrestlers, emphasize like, hey, you need to know these wrestlers. Raw and SmackDown is like, oh, you know these guys already. You don't have to know anything. You know what it is. It's like a nonchalant, arrogant attitude, and it's wild, but I've seen it. Case in point, yesterday, Chris, when I was watching Raw, I'm like, they gotta pick up the pacing with the show. Like, first off, they need to get rid of that damn Travis Scott 4x4 song,
Oh
because
no! Oh
oh
no!
my god, that
Travis
song,
Scott.
Is that the
Oh
Fiend
Lord!
song?
that
Is that
song,
theme
man.
song you're talking about?
no, four
No,
by four.
it's a melody. Look, that song should be played. That song is, oh my god, the melody of
Oh
that song
my!
fits a hookah lounge or day party to get the party started. Because I'm watching, I'm like, yo, how do you expect the crowd to get into this when you got a mellow beat? Dun, 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 dun. How do you expect the fans to get amped when that's the start of your show? The show's pacing is lethargic
It gives me the
and
hype
spaced
vibe.
out.
It gives me the hype vibes of Broly asking, "What's your power level?" Every time I watch the
Mine's
show,
pretty big.
that is the vibe it
It's
gives me.
Man,
It gives me the hot.
it really
What's your
is.
power level? Mine's pretty big. That's
man,
It
hey
really
Chris,
brags.
Yo,
It,
13,
it
you
really is
wildin',
a
man.
Give me a
bragging
moment. Give me a moment.
Thirteen
Give me a
wild.
moment. This is
13
hey,
just dropped the mic.
hey, Gaijin,
Jesus Christ.
Gaijin,
I'm sorry. Just give me a
Gaijin,
moment.
you saw the video.
That's
You
funny
saw
as
the
fuck.
video I sent in our chat with the SmackDown intro from 1999. That's
Yep.
freaking
Bro.
night and day. I'm like, how do you go from that energetic intro to this freaking
Yeah, that.
yeah?
Like,
It's like
oh,
it should be
welcome
at
to
a day
Raw.
party on a Sunday.
What's your power
We just vibing.
level?
That's what it is. It's like we just
Dog.
vibing. You're not
You
vibing.
know,
Just vibing.
Deja, you know why they do that? You know why they do that? They
Good
want to save
ginger.
the crowds. They want to save the crowd's energy for Roman's entrance. That's why.
But
Romans,
fuck
Rhea's,
Roman.
Punk, and
I
Sammy.
know, but I'm just saying, like, dude, it's crazy. Like, I see my feed on
Bro.
Twitter, like, damn, this crowd is not even up for like the wrestling
Yeah.
matches. But when Roman comes out, like, he's like, oh, they got all of the figure
They
Yeah,
program,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Because last
Oh
night
my god,
that
a
crowd
tribal
was
chief.
lifeless until
And it
Roman
was
came
Houston.
out.
I'm
Houston,
like, yo,
Houston,
this
we got a
is
Yeah, that
problem.
crowd was
But
lifeless.
here's the thing, and shout out to Scotty Hottie, Scotty with the big boots, Scotty Wrestling. How you doing? He said that this is not a partnership. He said this is an infection. Which infection are we talking about? Are we talking about HIV, or are we talking about like
Chris.
Never
I got a
mind.
good I got a good
Shut the fuck
explanation
up.
for whatever ginger. They deem the term partnership. Honestly, this comes across like a freaking TNA is a damn temp agency for TNA for WWE. It's a temp
He,
agency.
he's not wrong.
And I
Temp
know that
agency?
because I've had family members work at temp agencies. They're treating TNA like a temp agency.
Wow.
Wow.
Nah, y'all
Wow.
tripping.
it's a
Wow.
job
That's
interview.
wild work.
It's a
That's
job
wild
interview.
work.
Are you willing to wrestle under
Even
my terms?
even Kurt Angle even said that TNA is hiring.
Of course
Oh,
they are,
With,
man.
but he said
look,
that in
even Jeff Jarrett. Go
2018.
ahead, Jody. I'm sorry.
Stop. No, I was like, he said that in 2018, 2019.
Sure
Stop.
did. So
They
I
still
mean,
are hiring.
he's not lying. He's not far
He
off.
said
So
he said
But no,
temp
you've had
agency. He said temp agency. Wow.
temp
You've had
agency.
Jeff Jarrett, Stevie Richards, and several other former wrestlers. They've been asking the question:
Jesus.
where is this going? What's the direction of TNA? This isn't a partnership. It's
To
all
get swallowed
one-sided.
up. Right.
Like, where's this
Matter of
going?
fact, Chris, even what's her name? Gail. People were asking Gail Kim on Twitter like what she thought of some of the decisions, and she didn't even want to answer any questions on the on the booking of Team Gail Kim.
I mean,
And
would
another,
you?
no, of course not. But
Would
but real
you?
quick, like, and another
Yeah, they
thing about like
fired her.
trusting TNA going forward, like in the past year. They have
Mhm.
fired Scott Demore and Gail Kim, the two people in that company who gave a fuck about the TNA success. So, like I said, like, what am I supposed to hang my hat on with TNA to like give them the trust like in the future? It's not there.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, bro.
No, it's
It's not.
really man. What's another partnership? Man, there's another partnership that comes to mind. But going back to like the supposed like most people think it's heading towards an invasion angle. Please check out Brian Zane's from Wrestling and Regrets recap of the invasion angle because I don't think people remember like yeah that invasion angle started with ECW and WCW wrestlers, but like not even 4 months later, it all centered around WWF wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Period.
all it centered around.
Period.
And then what happened at the end of the invasion angle? They switched the
Yep.
WCW title to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
That's all
Yep.
they did. And at
Yep.
and that Survivor Series, if you remember, the only WCW and ECW wrestlers involved in that match was RVD and Booker T, and that was an 8-man tag.
No, that was a 5 feet. That was a 5-on-5 if I remember.
The 5 on
5 on 5.
10-man tag.
Yeah.
Those were the only two. RVD and Booker T.
They had Stone Cold and Kurt Angle on Team WCW and ECW.
and
Fucking
and and E-
crazy.
and Kurt Angle was the mole.
Yeah.
So Jody, not to call you out, but to, I guess, hold my breath for a company that doesn't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. You expect me to hold my breath for them? No, that's not going to
So,
happen.
so
But you know
what?
what?
So what would
No,
work?
wait. Hold on. Let her talk. Go ahead.
So what would work with this partnership? So like, what would work?
For TNA to get swallowed up and just be done with it. Just be done with it. Because I mean, we already know what the end game is with this partnership. WWE is there to drown the resources of TNA. They already going after their video library. I mean, they already might as well just finish the rest. You know what I'm saying? And then two, TNA can't even hold their own. They can't even hold their own eggplants. They need daddy daycare, aka WWE. They're already dead. They're on life support. That's basically what they're on right now. And I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying to be nice. But this shit with TNA and saying, "Oh my God, we got the best record ever." You know what? You deserve to get swallowed up for real. They WWE now they got Hickenbottom and Big Nose Triple H on the fucking credits. They're gonna get swallowed up. It's only a matter of time. Just saying.
You know what, Chris? What's disappointing and sad from TNA standpoint is you got fans like Jody and other TNA fans that her point of view as far as an invasion, logically, it makes a lot of sense.
It
The
does.
unfortunate thing is TNA, I don't know what their fascination is as far as going against what the fans want. And like it's a logical thing, but it's like, what are you guys doing? The fans are telling you what they want, and it's like it's disappointing because the fans see the potential, but it's like, how do the fans in the crowd see more potential than you that are calling the shots? Like, huh?
I want to
Like
say
what?
this. I never
Good.
said an
Oh,
invasion. I said a war games. If you go back in my comments, I said a war games.
I would have loved that had they not made the TNA roster look weak. I would be the first person to say, "Hey man, I want to watch that,"
you know
because
what?
if you build out like that, that is a building out of the wrestling industry. That is you putting the wrestling, the IWC on notice. That is not just a play that will build WWE. I would love that. I would endorse that 100%. But right now, when you've already
Man,
stomped out any valid contenders from TNA, who is the threat to go up in a War Games match? The guy who Randy Orton gave
you,
one RKO and told him to lay down like a good little puppy? Frankie Kazarian? Moose? Who are your good, who are your teams if you're going to do War Games that they have that WWE hasn't already stomped out?
you know what?
I
To
would love
piggyback
to
off
see
what
it
Jody
though,
said,
as a fan. And that's why I even wrote in the comment section, if you were writing it or somebody like-minded like you were writing it, I would have faith. But the fact of the matter is, right now, with the exception of one cross-eyed Michael Hickenbottom, I don't trust anybody at WWE or TKO for that matter.
no, they actually logically, to piggyback off what Jody said, logically, I do see war games happening. I can't remember the last what I think it was in September that they had war games. Was it Jody? Was it September or October that they had
It
war
was
games in
it was
NXT?
Survivor. Phew. So,
Because I know the main roster has it at Survivor Series, but I can't remember the last.
No,
Man, it's got to be
War,
September or October that they have war games in NXT.
War Games usually takes place in the same timeline as Survivor Series.
so it's in November,
Yeah, November.
Yeah, like November.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
that was
think
years
like
before.
yeah. So
Because remember
like they
yeah.
run around the same time. So like NXT would be Saturday, and then Survivor Series would be Sunday.
You know what? I hope you guys are right. Like, I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of this shit. Like, I really, Ziggy, it goes back. Well, you went to go and get your coffee. Oh, you're back there. Okay, so it goes back to what you said on during your little mini interview, right? So I just want to go back, being happy, and just seeing wrestling, and not worrying about the tribalism, right? And just I need bookers that can actually be smart instead of like working against the fans and pushing them away. That is literally what we seen Sunday. It's like instead of giving us like what is right, they did what was wrong. And now this is the reason why we're talking about this shit, because the shit was fucking delayed. It was delayed energy. So now you want me to give a fuck about the man that was hot going into this pay-per-view, and it was like, oh no, just wait maybe about 1 or 2 months. He'll be okay. Fuck that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to what I did for the last 13 years. I'm just going to read the highlights. That's it. I'm gonna shut up. Hey Scotty, are you gonna beat me up anytime soon? He's on one bar.
Yeah, my job has to
It has bad nervous service. Yes, it does.
nervous service. Yo, Chris.
Yes, sir.
I said that it's not an invasion; it's an infection. And then you asked which infection? HIV. You're making it sexy.
Damn.
I ain't been on.
That's
there.
not exactly sex. That's not sexual.
It's an STD. How else do you get? Come on.
I mean, they are in bed with each other, right? What?
Okay, you got me.
Yeah. You can continue.
Well, maybe I used the wrong word. Not an infection, but it's like everyone already said it. It's meant to swallow up TNA, but
wow.
Does
now you saying I'm being sexual? Okay.
Does TKO? No, dude.
Continue.
TKO has the money to buy TNA right now. $3 billion in debt. I don't think so.
Why are you making that face? Who farted? No, it wasn't me. I'm glad I didn't get swallowed up. Shit, But anyway, Sky, where you been all these years? Like, where you been? You just been working, or like what's
been
going
married,
on?
Bro.
You what?
I got married. I have a wife now, man. That takes up pretty much all my time.
So you didn't tell anybody? You just couldn't? You just didn't announce that on Facebook? You just got married, got eloped?
I announced it on Facebook and Instagram. I didn't announce it on TikTok yet.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. So I'll find this out through Jody next time, because like you didn't even come up on my time story or nothing like that. You just, Chris, I got married and I got swallowed up 4 times. So like now.
Somebody said my shoes were clicking. No, King John. Chris was talking about my boots when I was walking up the stairs.
Period. Because dude, he wants to be heard. So he was walking up them stairs about, I want to be heard. So, I was just making sure that he was having a great day, great night, But anyway.
Y'all still going down the list, or y'all, what's up?
Oh, we can do wherever you want, sir. You haven't been here in a long time. So, do you want to go down the list? You can if you want. So.
Let me see. So I didn't get to watch the anniversary.
Okay, you can go to the next one.
Let me see.
The hypocrisy is real in the IWC. So how did we get here? What are your thoughts on that?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
No, I haven't been on.
No, okay. So we talk about as a whole. So we're talking about like, where did this toxicity come from? Where this delusion came from? Where one company can do this, the other company can't do that. Where did we get where, if you're watching a company that's outside of WWE that's considered cheating, where did we get here with this?
What people thought was loyalism turned into tribalism, obviously. But the thing is that a lot of people view their loyalty, quote unquote, to one company as some kind of beneficial relationship. Like, what do you get out of only watching one product? Number one. Number two, let's say hypothetically you ever get recognized by the company that you choose to watch. Do you get anything monetarily out of it? It's just a mentality which derives somewhat from sports, but it's very different. Because I can understand somebody being like, there's a level of toxicity, quote unquote, that's allowed with sports because everybody understands that. Like, especially with something like soccer, a real sport, it's a country. I don't know why wrestling in particular has a different level of toxicity. And the thing is, promotions are like, promotions are small compared to like an entire country behind one sport. So it would really just have to be small mindedness. But if the amount of toxicity you see in the WC is that great, then that shows you that many small minded people ultimately.
Okay. Cool. Any matter of fact, I seen a couple of your videos. You were pretty irritated on some of them. I mean, you have the floor. Is there anything that you want to get off your chest? Anything that you've seen that you want to talk about that you want to address now?
Did I come across as irritated?
Yes, you did,
I came
sir.
across as pissed.
Pissed, irritated, perturbed. Yeah, all that.
I mean, so majority of the time, you know me, I'm primarily a WWE guy. I watch other things. For the past year and a half, it's slowly just been getting turned into crap, which I probably mentioned here once or twice. But the thing that sealed it for me was Mania. I'm like, that was absolute dog shit. I'm like, what? Do they think fans are stupid? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, they legit think we're idiots. This was the
But
worst.
they are.
Huh?
But they are. They're idiots. They're fucking idiots. Not even trying to be disrespectful, but they're fucking idiots. Like, seriously. I mean, these are the same fans that sat up here and said that we want a company to die. I'm not over that. I'm so serious. Like, we sit here and we pride ourselves on being wrestling fans, but they want the death of another company because it's not part of their favorite acronyms. It's weird work.
I mean, like, for me, separating a company from talent is something I had to learn. I'll support a wrestler before I support a company. So at this point, I don't give a shit where you wrestle. But if I'm watching a company, I'm watching a product. As a consumer, I want to enjoy that. So if you give me shit and expect me to be grateful, like Paul has been saying in the interviews where he's getting annoyed that people are thinking that they can book better than him. Well, Paul, newsflash, they can, because you've been booking like shit.
Period.
So, if I don't choose to watch that product anymore, as a consumer, I'm not happy with this shit. I'm going to turn it off. I'll watch something else. But you can't tell that to a diehard loyalist with scales over their eyes, because then now you're the enemy. And this is how you get the hypocrisy and toxicity in IWC. Because it's like, even, I don't know. But yes, my videos, yes, I've been pissed. I'm like, y'all really took me for a fool. You had freaking Travis Scott.
I'm glad you brought him up. Yeah, because I was going to talk about that before. What went wrong with that bed bug?
What you mean?
He's a
What do you
bed
mean?
bug,
What went
first of all.
wrong?
He
He's a
shouldn't be
bed
there.
bug. He is.
He's a termite.
He's a bed bug. He
He's
goes
a La
from.
Cucaracha.
Wait, excuse me.
We spoke about this on Monday. La Cucaracha, the raid does not work.
Period.
The raid is cologne.
So, who was responsible for, like, because I don't think we talk about this. I don't think me and you talked about this. So now that I have you on here, what was the issue with Travis Scott? Did Travis Scott belong anywhere near the main event? Because the more and more I think about it, it's just like, you don't belong in the WWE ring anymore. Like, stay the fuck away from this shit. Like, why?
Absolutely.
Your thoughts, sir?
No, you're right. Travis Scott had no business near this, and obviously, like WWE brings in celebrities, but the thing is, Travis Scott is one celebrity no one was clamoring for. Like when Bad Buddy came in, we were surprised at how good he was. Logan Paul came in, we were surprised at how good he was. Who the hell was like, yo, I wonder what Travis Scott would look like up in there? Who was asking for that shit? Nobody. But I'm like, this is the direction that they're going. Like Shayna talks about it all the time. Like basically, it's a TV show pretending to be a wrestling show. But I'm like, if you're gonna like actually try to fool us into thinking that this shit is like an actual wrestling story, why the hell is Travis Scott in the main event? And the person to blame in all of this is The Rock.
That was some WCW
Rocky?
stuff right there.
Why Rocky?
I ain't gonna lie. It looked like some WCW stuff that I saw in the past.
Pretty much. That's way better than
No,
WCW.
I'm not. No. We're going to go right back to Big Boots. Why Rocky?
Why Rocky?
Why Rocky?
Because I'm on board with Shayna. She said that basically what we saw was a result of Rock trying to sabotage Triple H because Rock showed up at Elimination Chamber, didn't show up at Mania, and he's like, "See what happens when I show up?" Because Elimination Chamber wasn't selling tickets until Rock was involved. Didn't show up at Mania, and that crap was shit. Rock's trying to do the same thing he did with DC, trying to take over with his little manipulation tactics or whatever, but. All I know is we got shit. Travis Scott had no business near the main event, and I'm still pissed.
And you think that he was the catalyst for people like having a bad taste in their mouth for WrestleMania because of Travis Scott, basically?
Say that again?
So do you think that he was the catalyst for us not liking like that WrestleMania, like that night 2 for the main event? Do you think that he's responsible for that shit, or do you think it's more so Rock or in the bookers?
I think it's an amalgamation of all of that. Like, right, honestly, if I look at Triple H, he's spread too thin, and he's putting as little time as possible into actually booking the main program. But then you insert The Rock interfering and changing shit, it makes his job harder. Now, I'm not giving Triple H any credit because, as I said, he does not give a shit about what the fans think or what the product is. He's running the quote-unquote #1 promotion, so he really doesn't have to work that hard anymore to actually put out a good product. But said product is shit, and when people call him on it, he gets emotional. So I don't get too sense.
So what's up with the counter programming? I mean, I know that your dick is small, but I mean, like, what's so, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I love TikTok Shop.
And you bring up an excellent point, the counter programming, because like I'm sorry, I'm using all of Shayna's talking points,
Sorry.
but that just proves that they actually view AEW as a threat. How you gonna come up with 3? Oh gosh, I mean, I'm sure y'all have already talked about this, but no,
we can bring this shit up because I haven't talked to you in months and you owe that to me. I just really need to know that this counter programming is not normal. It's asinine. Because number one, you need 3 motherfucking shows to counter program 1.
yeah,
That is weird. That is weird to me. You cannot sit up here and say that you're the #1 company, and yet you don't even use the fucking ladies. Now, a lot of people said that was probably the best show that weekend. I don't know. That was before my time. I didn't watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you had before my time. So now you got the American Bash, and then you had the Saturday night with that old ass fart that keep running into a goddamn wall, and then was bitching and complaining because his mic got cut off. Well, motherfucker, you should have never even been in the arena to begin with. You were the pawn to counter program AEW. I'm sorry, but that didn't even work. So it backfired. Then the man got upset, went on the fucking moist ass booty ass motherfucker hit 90 or that mermaid looking motherfucker went on his goddamn podcast and was talking about, oh my god, when he hit me on my nipple, oh my god, it didn't feel good. So with that being said, I'm like, all that counter program just did not work in your favor. It didn't. So now they're doing this shit again in 2 weeks.
What's
So
improved?
Chris, are you
Yeah.
trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me Goldberg gave you a Drex Destroyer and was complaining about his nipples after hurting a referee's ribs?
No, because Drax
After no
Destroyer, I
showing,
actually have
Chop.
respect for.
Oh yeah, but he can't. So Goldberg can't wear shirts either because
No, no. Goldberg needs to stay the fuck off my TV. That's what he should do. I don't want to see his nipples. I don't want to see his beard. I don't want to see his rusty ass legs or his ankles. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see that ugly duckling on my fucking television whatsoever. I am sick and tired of fucking Goldberg, and I'm tired of these goddamn fans over being moist over someone that died years ago. His career
Mm-hmm.
died years, centuries ago. I don't want to hear about him anymore.
You
But
about to
more
get
than
a
likely,
son
we'll probably.
soon. You about to get a son soon. That's what he keeps showing up.
Yep. They keep showing up because the fans want him to come back. And I don't know why. I'll be right back. Let me go and get my McDonald's.
This
Yeah,
man about to get a snack wrap. Don't do
it's
it, bruh. It's
crazy.
trash. It ain't like how it was in the 90s.
Nah, but it's that is
Basically,
crazy.
Goldberg needs to be like Stone Cold and just stay away. Just come back on certain occasions. Just
What
stay away.
well, you see what they got to rely on. Do
I
you
ain't gonna
see
do that.
you see like if they really was so adamant in competing against AEW,
Gageberg.
if they were so
But
adamant
yes, they
competing
need
against
that this on
AEW,
Halloween.
they would have had a different type main event. They would have had a different one.
Facts.
They would have had
No,
a
no,
different.
they wouldn't have had a different main event because WWE feels like they don't have competition, and that's the problem. So they don't feel like they need to improve on their product, and they don't feel like they need to improve on what they're doing right now. And that's the entire problem.
I mean,
That's what we got to work on.
Agreed.
I can get behind that, but at the same time, if they feel like they don't need to improve, then why have three shows to counter one?
They think it's
The
That's
sh-
my
competition now.
issue.
No, they
the shows have been there already. Let's keep it like that. The shows have been there
Mm-hmm.
already. It's the people that's on the shows and the people that's running the shows.
Right.
That's the problem. It's creative and the people
but
that's running the shows.
I
And
don't
the
Because
know.
reason,
NXT was
mhm,
there. NXT was there before AEW. Raw
right?
was there years ago. SmackDown was there years ago. So it's not the three shows, it's the
Mm-hmm.
people and the product. That's the problem. And
I,
and Triple H always wants to make it seem like there's no competition, but the way that you're giving us this type of product, there is going to be competition because people are going to
Yeah.
look at the other show and say, "Hey, it's a little bit better." So there's always
Yeah.
going to be competition.
And the thing is with WWE, they're not going to change because they're constantly selling out. They're raising ticket prices. People are still
Exactly.
buying for night one, night two. So they
Hmm.
feel like, what is that a change? Because y'all clearly buying what we're putting out there. So
Right. They have a
we've said this
if it ain't
before,
broke, don't
you
fix it
know,
attitude.
well,
exactly.
Right.
They're
So
not exactly
y'all can't
selling
be that
out.
mad at us.
They're lying
Y'all
that they
still
are.
come out time shows.
Exactly. That's that. And then the
Yeah.
thing about it is too, they're going to cater now more to the international crowd. We spoke
Correct.
about this on Monday. They're catering to
Ooh,
that
that's a good
Saudi
one.
crowd. They're not catering to the American crowds anymore.
Yeah.
So
And that's where
that's
WrestleMania about to be at too.
exactly. So if we're having a Royal Rumble next year in Saudi, what do you think all these pay-per-views are going to be on? They're going to be on
You know.
international soil. These Americans, they don't care about the Americans because they're going to get more money across the water.
Yeah.
That's what it's
We're
going to
supposed
be.
to have
Right.
WrestleMania down here in New Orleans by us, but
Yeah,
that's a
and
whole
that
nother
got
story.
changed up.
Yeah, I was
Hmm.
looking forward to New Orleans, and then they want to put it back in Vegas.
I
Crazy.
ain't gonna
That's
front.
why
Why
I
campaign?
programmed him
Why
somewhere. But
campaign
yeah.
for Orlando to be in New Orleans? AEW Orlando and New Orleans.
I ain't gonna front.
Man, that would
The
be lit.
shows,
Okay,
the
now
shows have
that'd be
already
dope.
existed. The shows have already existed with WWE. But if it's not strategic counter programming, then why change the date of Evolution?
yeah,
You
it
drop
is. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
you
strategic.
drop dates. You when they put out their count, they drop the dates. And yet
Yeah,
somehow you still found nah, it don't need to be on this date. Let's put it here.
Let's put it all of son. Let's put it here, for sure. Yeah, it's happened
yeah.
to drop on that date. You know.
And the thing about it is, I think the problem with WWE is that they think that the fans are stupid that we're just going to watch WWE. We have the ability and access to watch so many other promotions and favor other promotions. It's the ignorance of WWE right now. And
Right.
that's what makes me mad as a
Yeah.
fan, that you won't change the way that you're doing things in order to appease the fans that have been there since the 80s and 90s. You won't
Yep.
change. That's the problem, and that's how
Look,
you lose fans.
They
and where
said we're
they
gonna watch regardless. That's why.
where they messed up, and where they messed up, it was Hangman and John Moxley in the main event of All In, and they intentionally extended the time. AEW intentionally extended the time because that was a way of saying, "Hey, don't try that. Stop trying that. You go keep failing. Stop trying that. Stop trying to
And
counter program when you can't do it. You can't
and
do it. It's
also
not strategic."
and then also too, look at the time that they put All In. Normally their pay-per-views are at 8 o'clock Eastern time. They put it at 3 o'clock Eastern time, one
That is
o'clock
true.
Pacific time. That's intentional. So they
Hmm.
knew that, like me personally, I was watching All In. I was watching All In. And I was at work watching it
Facts.
because normally All In, 8 o'clock, I'm watching it, but sometimes I fall asleep because it's way too long. But I was able to watch the entire pay per view. So how much fans do you think watch that pay per view versus Great American Bash? Come on.
Oh,
Nobody was
more
screaming about
facts.
Great American Bash. I ain't gonna lie. It was only a few that was you just saw. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
And Great
what the?
American Bash wasn't bad, but compared to All In, come on. It's like
All right, so
it's
everybody, it's
sarcasm.
11:34. We're gonna wrap up because it's getting late, and I
Go
know.
eat your McDonald's. We got it.
Shut up!
That's
Don't
what
do
it
that.
was. That
No,
ain't just.
You ain't
no,
got
That's
nothing.
what it
You
no.
want to eat. You
was.
want
She
to eat
called
that
it.
Listen,
McDonald's.
I'm not eating all of this shit. I'm gonna eat some of this in the morning, or for some of it during my lunch tomorrow. So mom's just hungry. I just had like didn't eat on.
Hey, bro,
Okay,
I'm letting you know that that snack wrap ain't it, bro. It's
It
not the
ain't.
one that we had in
Ain't
the
it?
2000s.
I
Like,
had it last night.
I'm
That thing
praying you didn't
came.
get the snack
It
wrap, bro.
the
no,
snack.
I just got me just some
I was
fries
gonna
and a
say
burger.
I had me a snack wrap last night, man. That thing ain't hit. It ain't hit.
No,
Put a
no, 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 no,
protein
no.
Yeah,
now,
See y'all,
man.
y'all
Trash.
like to experiment. I don't. No, my
Nah,
experimentation
Popeye
days are
snack wrap
over.
is way better now. Popeye
No,
snack wrap
I mean, what's
I
wrong
give
with
him a
it?
quarter pounder. That's it.
the
What?
chicken tender in the snack wrap is so small, it's trash. It don't taste the same.
That ain't the
It's
same
not the
chicken.
same
They
formula.
gave. They ain't
It's
even
not the
give you
same.
no chick.
It's
They
like
ain't
if they
even.
came out with them McCrispy
Chicken.
chickens.
Yeah, they gave you the crispy chicken.
They barely put ranch
Mm-hmm.
on my thing.
Chicken.
I should have said extra ranch. How I usually say it.
extra
What's
ranch.
up, Smart? How you doing? Um. So
Chicken.
for like the next 5 minutes, final thoughts, whatever y'all want to get off y'all chest, I'm all for it. First of all, number one, Ziggy, thank you so much for being here. As a matter of fact, Jody, would you
Yes.
like to be a special guest next week?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting your information when we're done.
All right.
Hey.
No
So,
problem.
yes. Any final things you would like to say? Because, like I said, this was a dope ass podcast, bro. Thank you for being on here. Anything that you want to leave? Any final?
Oh no, yeah, man. I mean, I know y'all usually see me in the shadows lurking behind the scenes with Hills for Life, but you know, at the end of the day, I am a wrestling fan. I'm somebody that deeply loves wrestling. Like I said earlier in the show, this is something that I shared with my grandmother. You know, we were big into WCW, and I still hold on to those memories when I watch wrestling, and that's why I try to block out the noise and just try to, you know, enjoy the product. Whether I'm watching WWE, whether I'm watching AEW or an indie promotion, and that's something we need to do too, is support our local indie promotions as well.
Yes.
So,
Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah.
you know,
Matter of fact, thank you for
that's
thinking.
where the action is.
Matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
I
Please,
say
sir.
wrestling,
Yeah,
everybody.
big
This
fan
weekend,
tell
Saturday night, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. Main card, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
Eastern. Ashe Wrestling is free for you guys on YouTube. So we will be streaming that on our Discord. So if you need a link, ask for a link. We are going to be watching that shit. It was dope the last time. It's going to be even better this time. So everybody, yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
need
Watch
a
Ashe
give me a
Wrestling.
link, please. Give me a
I
link.
will.
That
I
Yeah,
and
I
then the
definitely
didn't
will.
last
tune
thing
in last time. I'm actually tuned in this time.
yeah, and then the last thing I have is I know we have a lot of podcasters, a lot of content creators that are either panelists on our show or followers. One thing that I have for everyone is just whatever plan that you have, whatever it is, stick with it. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, the reason why a lot of people aren't successful in this, and for once again, I have a I have a business in content creation and social media management and consultation and different things like that outside of what I do here. So like a lot of the people that fail is because they give up or they compare themselves to other people. Like be you, be who you are, and just keep at it. And I think a lot of things will transpire for y'all. But and also too, like get out and network. I think that's another thing that people don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
They don't network, they don't hop on panels, they don't do things like this. They feel like they have these these self-conscious attributes about themselves. Like I used to be
Period.
somebody that couldn't fully talk, and now I talk on panels and different things like that. Like if this is what you want to do, you almost gotta just like face your fears and just do it.
Yeah, because I'm
And
an introvert. I don't like
yeah,
people. I don't
and
talk.
that's a lie, sir. But and then the
Lucky
last thing
you.
I have is And then the last thing I have is surround yourself with good people that have good intentions. You are who you hang out with. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm.
shit around you, either you are gonna help them out or you're gonna start stinking too. It's one of the other things. It's not gonna one of the things gonna happen. Either you gonna help change them to be better or you gonna fall in line with them. So uh
Mm.
if you find out that you have a lot of friends that either don't support what you're doing or different things like that, you gotta be with people that encourage you. You know what I'm saying? Like I hit Chris up all the time and vice versa. Like he sends me motivational things. Like be around people that motivate you, that want you to be better, that sends you
Mm.
ideas and different things like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like just be around people that motivate you, that have your same interests at heart. So.
Exactly.
But
Thank you so much.
y'all be easy. I'll be around. We down here in the Big Easy. What I'm Mardi Gras bees. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man.
Got your Jerry beads. All
Well,
right.
thank
I
you.
see
I'll
you.
Thank you for
be
the
I'll
Jerry's.
be in the shadows lurking.
Somewhere.
Any anybody
I'll
else?
be in the shadows
Hey,
lurking. Y'all see me around.
all the thing I'm gonna say is the beast that is Ziggy had to save all in that night. I-
Yes,
he
thank you for
he ain't
saving
gonna
all
he ain't
in.
gonna he ain't gonna he ain't gonna he ain't gonna give himself them flowers. Goddamn it,
Right.
I'm gonna say it out loud.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
He had to
Well,
save
I was
all in that
thousands
night.
and thousands away. Well, technically, I wasn't. I was actually my laptop actually came with me in Dallas. I'm like, what the fuck is
Bruh,
going on? What's going on? But no,
you
it
was
was
right here,
dope though.
bruh. At the command center, bruh.
I'm
I
like,
had
he
you.
ain't gonna give himself them flowers. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it out loud. Hey,
But
Hey,
no,
but that's what I'm here for, man. Yeah, if anyone also needs help with stuff like that, like once again, reach out to me. I do this type of thing for a living, so if y'all want to know how to, do things with Discord or do community engagement stuff, like just hit me up.
I
We'll
will.
we'll have a little huddle up.
I'll reach out to you because I'm about to say I got a back to school. I got a couple back to school events going on down here in South Florida starting next week. A friend of mine finally talked my silly ass into doing the Amazon wish list. I got the link in my bio for this specific page, and my foundation
Oh
page is
yeah,
up already. And I gotta put some content out for that right there. 13th grade foundation down here in Miami, Florida.
oh
We're
yeah,
doing
we
a
gotta
back to
set
cool,
something
school.
up, bro.
We're doing a
cool.
back to school drive. So far we got about 1,800 backpacks already locked and loaded,
See,
Nice.
ready to be distributed. the Amazon wish list right now is trying to put me through more work because when I last checked, somebody done bought about an extra 150 book bags with supplies that now supposed to be coming for me. Now I gotta
Mhm.
load them things up and get them ready to go.
Doing the
Uh,
Lord's work.
somewhere we're doing.
Period.
I was slated to do 7 events. One of the events I was finna partner with. I ain't like they couldn't give me the details I needed on a permit. So now I'm only
See,
doing
now
6
you gotta.
events. Now I'm doing
Mm,
6 events. So I got
cool.
we ready to go. We got 2 events in Fort Lauderdale, 1 event in Homestead, and the rest is in my town, Miami-Dade County. So we're gonna try to spread them out, spread them around, and hey, get these bags and stuff. We got supplies ready for teachers too, for the record,
Yes,
but
sir.
because they need love too. So we got some supplies ready for them. And I already spoke to like 3 different schools where 2 members of their staff know I'm showing. The rest of the teaching staff don't know shit. So we just gonna be showing up, dropping some supplies on them teachers.
That's
And
dope.
hey,
Look at light skin.
hey, I
That's
don't
most.
know. That's the one thing I know. I'm a
This
good
dude right here.
soldier. I know
No,
how to put
that's
in the
your
work. I know
friend.
how to do the work behind the scenes. I don't know how to market. I'm not a camera person. I'm not none of that. I'm the guy who just want to sit back, do the work in the background, and come home, get my cup of vodka, and smile.
So all I'm gonna say is utilize your resources because all of us is doing something in social media or marketing. I mean, you good at that, aren't
This guy
you?
right here too.
Yeah. Yeah. My man for light skin,
I'm
daydream.
laughing. I'm
Yeah.
laughing at this guy right here. He tweaking to get to that snack wrap, y'all. Chris, that boy tweaking to
Nigga, this
get
is
to that snack
You
wrap.
what?
see that off screen
I'm not.
look?
I don't even know how
You
we
see
got
that
on
off
this track.
screen? They're like,
How did we get here? What?
nah.
I, I mean, I seen the snack wrap when I was doing like when I was on my tablet. I'm like, nah, that looks disgusting, like a motherfucker. I'm not getting that. No, not at all. No, so
In a good moment.
excuse you.
So now he say you go in a good moment.
This man Leroy
You
funny,
know what?
dog. That
I'm
man
a,
funny as fuck,
I'm,
bro.
I'm gonna spare you for a moment because I'm gonna go around real quick because I'm a Christian by law. So, light skin, Scott, Scotty, and Jody. Any final thoughts?
I'm just coming up with my list of demands for when I'm proven right when WWE buys out TNA. This is the things that I want when
Oh shit.
yeah.
Wow.
Uh, one of the things I want a chocolate teddy bear onesie where
Jesus.
on the back it says "Get a bite of this sweetness." Right? I want the most ridiculous things that happen because nobody can predict something this ridiculous and be right about it.
What exactly is a onesie?
A onesie.
You ain't never had a
Come on,
onesie
man.
before?
I I'm not.
Like what
I,
like what babies be wearing. The
I'm not.
pajamas.
Those.
Question: Does the chocolate pajamas need to have the feet in them, or you go
With
or
the
you go
zipper.
just ankle them out?
First off, they need to have the feet. That's what makes them a onesie.
Copy that.
Thank you.
Copy that. Just making sure for like
He, he,
negotiation purposes.
yeah. He a Packers fan, guys. You don't worry about him, bro.
Oh, I know you ain't talking when you got your ass whooped when you came up to Packer land, but you know we're gonna stay away from that. Jody, final thoughts, please.
Yes, yes. One thing I like to say is that I love to do Discord with my fellow people, my black people. Okay,
Cool.
because I just feel more comfortable in the spaces that we could speak about things.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Um, I do have a podcast as well, Ring Awareness. I haven't been on there for a while. I felt kind of discouraged a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just life, things that go on. But, being on these podcasts, being on these panels, I felt more encouraged to go back and do it. And,
Please do it.
whenever,
Do it.
yeah,
Yes.
Definitely do it. Definitely
whenever
do it.
y'all have something going on, I'm always willing to join whatever time it is. I'm gonna come on and hop on and say what I have to say. But I love being around y'all, speaking And we don't have to agree on everything, but we're respectful about it, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is just entertainment, and I love it. And
It's just
the thing
jokes
about
at the
it,
end of the day.
exactly, and the thing that we love is wrestling. That's what we all have in common, and we just
Period.
want good products. So that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're doing
Period.
in
Shout out
Impact.
to Jody.
Yes.
Agreed. All
Yeah,
day.
start the podcast back up, Jody. We want, yeah, don't get discouraged. Get back on that. We
As
need
a matter of
more,
fact, I'm.
especially female women podcasters that look
I was
like
just right
us.
say
I
that.
will definitely
Yeah,
subscribe to that. Like, get that
I'll
started back up and let us know.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
put it back up, and then tomorrow I'll probably go live and just have a little something going on. So if y'all want to join, let me know.
Yeah.
On TikTok
Cause
or where at? On YouTube? Where you gonna
TikTok,
be at?
TikTok, definitely
I
TikTok.
bet. All right.
so
Yeah.
that's also what we have in
Bet.
our discourse as well for our subscribers and non-subscribers.
Oh
Back me
shit.
up on this, Ziggy. They can promote their platforms for
Yeah,
non-subscribers.
we have a self promotion channel. That way, like we can follow each other and keep track of when each other go live. Because sometimes these notifications be acting funny, so you can
Yeah.
post in our channel in Discord, and then I'll get it. And I'm like, oh shit, Jody's live. Boop. Let me click
Mm-hmm.
So,
that right quick.
let me know what the Discord is. Either one of y'all DM me. Let me know what the Discord is, and then I'll
Sure.
definitely you know
I bet.
join in.
Sure. Most definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Scotty, final thoughts.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Maybe it's just me, and maybe it's primarily within WWE, but I feel like women wrestlers are starting to outshine the men, just because
Oh God.
maybe it's the order, it's
Facts.
the quality of their work, maybe it's whatever it is, but I just feel like the women are really stepping up. So keep an eye out for that.
And that's a
Maybe I'm crazy, but
Especially
damn.
Naomi.
That low key a bar. Like low key.
Yeah.
Like they not talking. Nobody
Mhm.
talking about that.
No, but
yeah,
that's
That's
our
a good point,
job.
Scotty.
That's our job to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. Because now
yeah,
Naomi,
and
I'm just man, Naomi. I don't like WWE like that, but Naomi, she, I love that bitch.
oh
I
Definitely.
hell
love
She
yeah,
her.
cooking.
Oh my
oh yeah,
Yeah,
gosh,
doing it. He doing it.
shit,
oh
I
yeah.
love her
And the
work.
only other thing I would say is piggyback off of Ziggy, support your local talent, man. Because
Oh yes,
myself, like
sir.
live shows is the best way to experience wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Yes,
man.
Mm-hmm.
sir. Yeah, we definitely
Okay.
gotta do that. Especially we got people like Nancy Leroy that's doing their thing out in the Indies. We gotta make sure to support these guys.
Yeah,
What was that?
you always want to support your short people, and especially in this business. Micro
That man
wrestling
Leroy
is
funny
really
as fuck,
really
dog.
dope. Yeah, Nancy Leroy, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Final thoughts, please.
I just wanted to say that no, you definitely got to support what I call the independent territory. I think I think if you're in the, I'll just say this: if you're in the area, Atlanta, Georgia, this weekend, Friday night, we got a big show going on my home territory, one of WWE doing center stage, the legendary center stage.
Okay,
Uh,
Chris.
so
Hmm.
the Saints. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we doing center
My bad. I was
stage
showing at the Chris.
this weekend. It's going down. It's a lot of stuff. We got a meet and greet MJF, that rat bastard. We got QT Marshall in the front house and the Gun Club on the card. We got some new championships. We got the breakout one FW championship. We got the debut of the women one FW women's championship.
That's dope.
Speaking of women, all the women in one FW can go. Angelica Rest, Robin Renegade, and a Hyena Hair, Isis. They all can go, so it's gonna be a fire ass championship match. Of course, I'm gonna be in that. I'm gonna be in there, uh, and it's just gonna be a great show. We've been doing it for weeks and planning. As somebody as a original roster member, I'm proud to see where my territory has gone and stuff. So also, yeah, support Nashe too. Support my homies over there in the Charlotte area. The best villain one of the best villains in the business, Darius Carter. Darius Lockhart putting on,
Hell
and
yeah.
Christian, they're putting on,
Facts.
a good show and stuff. So shout out to them, man. Support
Cool.
independent wrestling, man. Support underground, man.
All right.
Right.
Cool. All right. With that being said, everybody, have a wonderful and blessed night. And we will see you at the cookouts tomorrow after Dynamite. Good night, everybody. Peace.
Right.